Okay, well, it appears that we're live. All right, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's here. We have a few people joining tonight. We're going to kind of open it up to everybody.
Okay, well, it appears that we're live. All right, guys,
Oh, that was Navy Tex right there. We'll start with you,
Yeah, I'm
sir.
here.
Navy Tex with the great beanie, the Dallas Cowboys beanie. I see you, baby. What are you doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I just got through watching your dumpster fire.
Fuck, man. It
I
was
don't know. I
painful.
don't know how else to describe it. I mean, I literally just super chatted some science questions to watch you laugh at him. So
Yeah, he's not very science literate. That's why I don't get these people. It's like I strive to learn new stuff. You know, like every day I want to learn something new. That's what I think. Like I feel so accomplished at the end of the day if I have learned something that I didn't know before. And it's not
right,
necessarily learning, it's like learning the deeper hidden meaning to things or the deeper hidden explanation to things, not the thing that's right there on the, that's so obvious to you. There's, most likely there's a deeper explanation. And I look for that. So when I see people like him that just don't want to see that, and you're just like, come on, man. Like, don't just say I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong then.
one of the things I love about watching your channel, Fight the Flat Earth, and all this kind of stuff is that I love science and everything else, but I learned certain aspects of things I didn't realize you could do to explain the rotation of the Earth, the shape of the Earth, and all that kind of stuff without having to go to NASA and all this kind of fun stuff. And so it's a great thing to learn.
Yeah, I kind of see like people like me and Fight the Flat Earth and all the other debunkers that aren't like necessarily like PhD physicists or aren't active in the physics field, that we're actually like the bridge between people who don't have the time to explain everything and the people who want to learn it. That want to
Right.
learn it but want to learn it in a way that they can understand it. I always try to present everything that I say or everything that I talk about in a way that anybody can understand. That all you have to do is have a little bit of, a decent grasp of the English language and, common sense, critical thinking. If you can take those two things right there, that's what I try to say. As long as you have those two qualities about yourself, I can try to explain this event to you or this phenomenon or whatever the case may be. This concept,
Bro, I
Right.
don't know how you handled it though tonight, man. That guy, wow.
He-
Yeah,
I,
I was pulling at my hair several times. There was if you guys if I could have put my camera on, and I could have, but I'm just not in the best not looking the best to put my camera on. So if I had my camera on,
Post-holiday hangover.
yes. Oh, I'm still suffering from
right.
turkey right there. If you could have seen me, there was times when I had my head on my mic, like y'all can hear me talking like all close now. I was literally like laying my head on my this big glob thing that can support my head, and I was like laying it there, going, "Why? What am I like? Where am I going wrong? What? How can I explain this to him in a way that he's going to understand, or at least a way that he'll be able to argue with me with?" Because if I say anything, like he wanted to talk about fucking space time. He couldn't even
Oh,
grasp the
dude.
concept of a fucking accelerometer, but he wanted
My
me to
audio
go
went
into
out.
talking about space time.
That
What's
went
that?
out.
Oh, I can hear
Try
you.
re-establishing.
Oh, Navy Techs. Okay, you might have to reset. Okay, we'll go to the other people that are on here. Recovering Alabanian. How you doing? Or Albanian. I almost said it right.
I'm doing fucking fantastic because my Auburn Tigers just beat Alabama and knocked their ass out of the playoffs, so war damn Eagle.
Oh man, did Auburn
College
beat?
football, whoop whoop.
Oh my gosh. So Auburn. Who'd they play today?
Alabama.
They played Alabama. Was Alabama ranked number one, or at least up
Nope.
there?
Nope.
What
Number
were they
5.
before? Number five. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. They
Yeah, I'm gonna
started
have
out,
to.
but no, they everyone kind of realized that they were really overrated. So they've been slowly dropping because
Oh,
all the other SEC teams in Ohio State have been like, yeah, we've got better schedules.
Hey, Navy Techs, if it ever glitches out on you, all you have to do is just refresh your browser. I'll just tell you that ahead of time. So
Okay,
If you
sounds
feel
good.
like
Thank
it
you.
cuts, if you feel like it pauses on you too much, just click the reset or the refresh, and you should be fine.
Perfect.
All right,
Hi,
going-
recovering Alabamian. Hi, I have to say hi to her. It's Unirock.
Hey, how's it going?
She's always in my chat.
Oh, hey,
Good.
Unirock.
Good
Yeah, what's
hey,
up?
good to hang with you.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
that
you
brings
too.
us to our next person. Unirock, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, my dude, team. Oh my God, you are a saint, and you have the patience of I don't know, someone who has a lot of patience. That was crazy.
A saint, literally, when it comes to that
A
stuff.
saint. Yes, there you
Okay,
go.
so they're saying my volume's a little low, so I turned it down just a bit so that I wasn't getting loud in anybody's ears. I noticed in the last time I debated, it seemed as if I was a little bit loud in people's ears. Hold on one second, let me turn it up.
Oh, you're good, bro.
Okay, that should be a lot better for you guys, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
good deal. I'm sorry, I just didn't want to be screaming in people's ears who were trying to listen to that debate. Because I was screaming, guys. I was like, "Argh! Shut up!" Oh,
That
but
guy
yeah,
wouldn't shut his mouth. Yeah, he wouldn't shut up at all.
not at all. And
Oh,
that is a
dude,
problem, man. They just
Ding,
fucking
ding,
talk.
ding, 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 ding.
That was actually hilarious to
Yeah,
me when he did that. I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
keep going, please. This is amazing. I need this."
Ever since I started watching these debates and stuff, I've never wanted to punch somebody in the voice so damn much since I started watching this.
Oh my God! Look, I gotta always take shots at people in my own little way. I thought that when I said that he sounded like a 12-year-old that smoked cigarettes.
That was
Oh,
perfect.
bro,
No, that
that
was
was so
absolutely
good.
perfect. Yeah.
Oh my God, I loved it when I said that. I was like, God, you can't leave me open like that, bro. You can't come in here talking like that.
I was over here going, yes, yes, team. I don't know. I was just screaming it in the mic while I was live.
Yeah, and then he kept saying dink instead of ding. He's like dink, dink. Like, do you even know what that means, bro?
I don't think he
Oh.
watches
Literally,
you,
you
dude.
should use his voice in the future for your dings. So
Somebody said if I did make it his voice, they would unsubscribe. So I was like, all right, I'm making it the dinger then. No, I'm just kidding. I'll probably use it once or twice, but I think when he goes dink, 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 I'm just gonna be like bing, 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 and the counter is gonna go up. Oh man, do you guys look? Because I'm feeling like I'm in a good mood right now. Does anybody want to see what I have planned moving forward? Like a small clip of what I have planned?
Oh,
of
yeah, bro.
course.
This is exclusive, guys. Exclusive. Because I have not told anybody about this. Well, Fight the Flat Earth knows because I ran it by him to see what I wanted his opinion on it to see if it looks stupid. I haven't even sent this to Tau Ceti Alpha, and he is usually the person that gets my stuff first. So let me show you.
Oh, damn.
And we'll get to him. He's actually, in fact, you know what? While I get this, Tau Ceti Alpha, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. And you guys?
Oh,
Great.
doing great, bro.
Fucking tastic.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second to pull up that video real quick.
Oh, this is exciting. Oh, that reminds me while Team's looking this up. Anybody who lives in the LA, Orange County / San Bernardino area, the Earth is seriously flat guy has said that he's going to be in a park in, I think, Signal Hill, Long Beach during December on Sundays. So if any of you want to meet up and go try talking some sense into this young man, feel free to hit me up on Discord. Because I
Is
would
he
love
a
to
young
assemble
man?
team.
That's the question. I mean, how old is he?
I don't know. I don't
He
care.
sounds like a
He sounds like
a
Ricardo
50-year-old.
Montalban.
I don't know
That's
who he
good.
is. I need his link.
He's actually all right,
Seriously
man.
flat.
Yeah, Earth is, and he has a $2 super chat. So let me address the super chats in there right now. It says, "Love is teaching globe zombies how to test the globe." Yes, it is. And Jared Warren, 199. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Yeah, hey man, happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This has been a long Thanksgiving weekend. We have one more day left, and I have so much fucking ham to eat right now and turkey in my fridge. I'm not even fucking kidding. I swear right now, I bet my sweat smells like fucking bacon. That's how much fucking ham I've eaten.
Meat sweats.
That's how you know you got a good Thanksgiving, though.
It is how you know.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, I'm still looking for this one thing real quick.
Let me pull up the live chat.
Nerthan Terpson's in the chat. Hi,
Hey,
Nerthan
Nerthan.
Terpson.
I love that name.
Man,
Same.
I can't even see the chat. I've seen everything on my phone right now. So
Okay, I found it. All right, good deal. Okay, so I want to get you guys. This is honest feedback time. Okay, honest feedback time. This clip that I'm about to play is from my previous video, so it's nothing new. I'm not giving away any new information, but I'm thinking about running with this concept as far as my presentation goes for my videos. So I would like y'all to tell me what you think, and this goes for people on the panel and people in the chat. If you like it, press 1. If you don't like it, press 2. And if you don't care because you think it's just it's irrelevant, just put fucking 69. No, I shouldn't say 69 because then everybody's gonna put 69.
Nice.
Put
yeah.
Put 7 in the chat. Put 7 in the chat if you think whatever. Fucking Team Skeptic, you're just trying too hard. But 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't, and here it goes right here. Again, this is a provable and falsifiable premise because if the Earth is flat, there is no such thing as a horizon. And all a flat earther would have to do is take a balloon up in Miami to about 100,000 feet, while another flat earther in Seattle took a balloon up to about 100,000 feet at the same time. And then the number would change, of course, with that thing. But I wanted to give it like an old VCR look. That would impede the signal from
Listen, I'm really into analog horror channels right now, so I love this.
If the Earth is a globe, then even at that. Okay, so that was a note that we saw what I was doing. It was only a 20-second plus clip, but I really want to know, do you guys like it? Is it something I should maybe see if it works? I'm seeing a lot of ones in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you should.
Menace to Sobriety with the 7. Of course, Recovering Albanian with the goddamn 69.
I'm 12.
And you smoke cigarettes. You're 12 and you smoke cigarettes.
12 and I smoke cigarettes. Hey, how you doing with that tracking effect on that video there?
How you doing there? I don't understand what's going on there.
Yeah, so I guess people are saying 1, so we'll do the next video in this format, and we'll see how it turns out. I wanted to get I still have some. This is just a concept right now. I haven't actually put in the the visual effects that I want into it. I've just got I wanted to get the line. You know what I'm saying? That like I can't remember what that line's called, but that line that the scanning line that goes down the screen. Big shout out to George Natchuk, who was in Dallas too. I think we're going to try to bring him on Tuesday night with MC Tune to talk about our experiences at Flat Earth. And we're going to play a lot of the videos that we were able to take out there, and we'll do all that. But George Natchuk, big shout out to him. He was right there shitting on them people. George Natchuk also says... George says, "Where is Tao? Tao, are you there, or you just did you fall off the map?"
Hi, George.
And and then I want to tell everybody why I'm going to go to this new TV style, to this presentation style. This is a direct consequence of my subscribers, because my subscribers have consistently asked me to do a Holly type thing. With the AI from Red Dwarf. So of course I was looking for the perfect one, and that's where it all started, was with the Holly suggestion. And then I said, you know what, I'm just going to take this and go ahead and run with it and see what it turns out to be. And I went ahead and changed it to an analog TV, so it takes up a little bit more of the screen and gives it a little bit more. I can add the video, the counter, and all that. I wanted to do like an intro where it shows somebody picking up a tape and seeing the tape, and it says Team Skeptic on it, and they pop it into a VCR, and then it pulls up right there on the TV.
This is
That would be
extremely
awesome.
my shit. I am so into analog horror channels right now, so this is on brand.
Anybody out there that wants to help me make an intro where it's all, looking at a tape, it's saying Team Skeptic, and then them popping in and it drops down to a TV. You can design the TV, you can design the intro, you can do everything, and I'll get the audio for it. Okay, we have 2 more super chats. 199. Natalie. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jared Warren says Natalie is pissy over my Weekend Horror takedown. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Jared Warren will be a guest on here. He runs a podcast. It's a call. I'm not sure what the exact podcast is off the top of my head. If you want to share it or share any links, Jared, by all means, please do. Moderators, if he's trying to share a link and you see that, please accept it. Christopher Hugan for $5 your debate opponent really aggressive, or was it just me? No, I don't think that he was aggressive. I just think he was obnoxious, aggressively obnoxious. I wouldn't classify as what he was doing as being aggressive, but the fact that he kept trying to talk over me, I would stop and let him finish it. And I would try to pick it back up, and he'd talk over me again, and I would stop, and then I would have to talk over him just to get the point out, which is the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to just go in there and have a conversation. What people don't know is that we had already started arguing before the show even started.
Oh,
And
shit, really?
Yeah, we were talking about this before this show started, how
I don't doubt it.
the pre-show for that show was like, we were in there and we were talking about debates, and Wotan was saying something to me and I was responding to him, and I brought up the moon landing, or it was brought up about the moon, or that's what it was. It was James from Modern Day Debate had brought up that Fight the Flat Earth was debating somebody on the moon landing, and then Wotan was like, "Oh, you should get Bart Cybrell," and I was like, "About the only thing that I'll agree with you tonight is that you should get Bart Cybrell, and you should." And he goes, "Maybe I'll have FTFE debate him," and I said, "Well, you know what? On behalf of FTFE, we accept that debate, and he'll be there." And he was like, okay.
That'd be such a good show.
Then Wotan was already starting to go into why the moon landings were fake. And I'm like, dude, this is not the time or place. We're not going to have this conversation right prior to a show that you and I are about to go on and do. This is off topic. It requires a large, conversation, a long conversation, and drawn out with evidence and refutations and everything else. So, but it already started devolving. Well, you can't prove this, and you can't prove that, then, and I'm like, dude, just stop now. I don't even want to have this conversation with you. Yeah, you call yourself a skeptic, but you'll believe that. Like, just stop.
Oh God,
just stop. Like, I'm not here to argue with you. Go ahead.
No, his attack on you as a skeptic was hilarious.
Oh yeah. Let's get a few things straight, guys. Okay. There's something called skepticism, and then there's something called denialism. He's a denialist, all right? He believes to deny everything until he's seen it for himself. That's fine. He can hold that position, but that means he's going to be wrong on anything that he doesn't personally experience. It just means he's going to be wrong, because he's going to say, nope, this isn't right. But then the contrapositive statement to whatever statement he's disagreeing with, he'll have to disagree with that as well. So that's the thing. He says, Earth's not a globe, because I've never seen the whole Earth. But then Earth is flat, however, I've never seen the whole Earth. It's a contradiction. It contradicts itself. The position he holds you should never be able to hold that position and still be able to argue for the contraposition of the argument being made. Because your argument still. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I think you, team, you brought up a really good point. Is if I give you the scientific explanation of why the Earth is the way it is.
Oh shit! Is he in the chat right now?
You're not smart enough to understand the math behind what I'm telling you, then how are you going to understand the evidence I'm giving you?
Yeah, exactly. How would you know whether I was right or wrong? Like when he said, "I don't know math." Like, well, then how can you tell me I'm wrong? You don't know math. You don't know science. So how do you know that I'm wrong?
Yeah, that was my biggest point, man.
I think Wotan's in the chat right now. Is his name Wotan Dagon?
Wotan Dagon?
Yep.
Dagon.
Dagon.
That's it.
He's in the chat. That's funny.
He asked if there was evidence of gas pressure without a container. Stop watching Nathan Oakley, dude. He's
Atmospheric
misleading
pressure is not the same as gas pressure. Stop being an idiot.
Oh, if we could just push that out to everyone, that guy, Daniel Pratt, fucking everybody else, to say that, like,
Oh my
you
God.
guys have to understand there's a difference between atmospheric pressure and gas pressure. Oh my God.
I got so tired of listening to this, I actually emailed different meteorologists, and I got a reply back from one from Florida State University that was like, oh yeah, it's just the combined weight of all the air molecules being pulled down by gravity, so it doesn't need a container. And I was like, thank you!
Yep.
Oh, I got to see that. That sounds awesome.
It's so, oh God, it's so simple. It's so simple. It's not that hard to understand. Oh.
Well, apparently it is.
Rampant for 1,000 claps. That's what we call those CLPs. Said, you had a debate with who? I didn't know. This sucks. You didn't really miss it. I mean, you missed things. You missed an enjoyable dumpster fire.
It was good.
Rampant.
Yeah.
But you didn't miss anything that you could learn anything from. Although I will say, to my own credit, I did present a evidence for gravity that no one has ever presented before. And I wanted to make, every time I debate, I'm going to look for a new, as much as I can, I'm going to look for a new way to show that gravity exists, a new proof of why something that is natural, that functions as that functions properly as long as gravity is present. And I have a new one too. I have a whole new one that's going to be on my next debate, whenever or wherever that may be. I have a new proof for gravity that nobody's ever given.
Don't give any tips, man. Don't let him prepare.
Oh no.
I just don't understand how some of these guys show up to debates and they're not prepared at all. Like the one that FTFE did the other day, you could see Craig with his notepad and his pen out, like taking notes. And this other guy, we repeatedly asked him, we're like, hey, did you bring photos? Did you bring a video? He's like, no, I just need to look more into this. So, like, why are you here? Why are you wasting everyone's time?
Right. And it's the same thing with Schrodinger's cat. Every time he goes and debates somebody, he's like, I have these slideshows to show you what's going on. And they're like, well, I just don't believe that's the way it is.
Yeah, let's see.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck.
All right, let's see. Let's go to the chat real quick. We have George Natchuk says, pressure without a container. Take 6 air compressors, arrange it in a circle, and aim air hoses all inwards towards a central point at 100 psi. Pressure at the center point is greater than atmosphere. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right, and then we have, let's see, Factard, you going to drop a mic, Team Skeptic? I already did. I dropped my mic live, IRL. Okay, I remember.
On the way out.
Josh just played you, said, why aren't we filled with rain if we live in a dome? Well, okay, so here's what my question would be for that is why do we not look up into the sky and see condensation on the dome? So the sun would obviously have to be on the inside of the dome, because if it was on the outside of the dome, we would see condensation as the sun, went over portions of wherever the condensation was up on the dome. You'd have a difference in temperature, warmer on the inside, cooler on the outside. I believe that's how you get condensation would be on the outside, I think, on that situation, actually. But anyway, condensation would be forming at some point if there was water and we had a temperature, if it was humidity with a temperature difference. So why don't we see any of this condensation on the dome? Why don't we see the dome? Wotan, where's the dome at? Where's your proof for the dome? Where's your scientific proof that the dome exists?
How do rockets pass through the dome?
Well, and that's the thing. I got in an argument with a guy on YouTube today. I'm still in an argument with him right now because he's thick. But he's like, well, all the rockets just go off. We don't know where they go. They just crash into the ocean. I'm like, show me proof.
They have cameras. Yeah, they have cameras on them, dude.
Exactly. Show me proof that all these rockets crash into the ocean or hit the dome or bounce down or whatever. But they have no proof.
Here we go. Wait, here's their proof. No.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't understand. That's my proof.
Yeah. Okay. So I see. Yeah. And Josh just played you. He just he said it would be constant rain. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There would be constant condensation that would be building up in the atmosphere and just falling down on top of us.
And we wouldn't lose that little bit of everything that floats out into space. We do lose a certain amount of air into space with our atmosphere the way it is. I forget what it is, but
yeah, mostly hydrogen and helium. But yeah, we do lose a
team. I have a question for you. And I like science and all this kind of stuff. And I wondered too, if we had this buildup of oxygen, right? Because we have an atmosphere that's mostly nitrogen, but there is oxygen base within it, right? And if we had this buildup of oxygen and a sun that was within the dome and was, according to like JM Truth and all this kind of stuff, on fire, why aren't we burned up right now?
Yeah, why hasn't the entire atmosphere caught on fire? That's a good point. Of course, you'll have people like Nathan Thompson that says, well, it's not fire, it's ionization of the gases, of the noble gases that are in the upper atmosphere.
The noble gases.
He wants some dressing with that word salad?
No, that's what he says, guys. I'm not even kidding about that. All right, we have another...
Play Scrabble with the periodic table until he comes up with something that sounds important.
Right.
Right.
All right, so Jared Warren for $1.99 said, "Gah, they need to stop claiming or giving claims as evidence." Yes, like he literally told me I was not a skeptic because I accept certain aspects of science, and turned around and said, God exists, that a creator exists. I don't want to put words in his mouth. He didn't say the Christian God. He said a creator exists.
Correct.
That created the earth, that it's all flat. He said, I've never seen the whole thing, so I can't make a model. But I know it's all flat. He's also said, I know there's a dome, but I've never seen one. No one's ever seen one. No one's ever brought back a piece of the dome and said, look at this piece of weird glass that has all these magical properties.
How would you know that?
Did you watch Creaky Blinders video on this, where that guy from Boston was talking about the firmament was falling down? It was a piece of rock that they found in Africa, but it's
the blue stone? Yeah, the sky stone.
Yeah, I sent him that.
Oh, it's crystallized oxygen.
Team, I found that video because they mentioned it on Our Favorite TV Show, and I sent it to Creaky, and he did a video on it, and I was like, yes.
I actually pulled a video that covered that one as well. It was like I know I showed it. We did a live debunk on it, but it was the same thing. And then they go and they talk about the chemical analysis, and I brought a chemist on to talk about it. Geostriper, he came on. And
It's like, pure oxygen. Like, what is impure oxygen? Get the fuck.
Yeah.
It's Geostriper.
Yeah.
Geostriper.
Geostriper.
He's doing a roast tomorrow. It's his birthday.
Nobody pronounces it.
Oh my God! Is that tomorrow? Oh my God! Is his roast tomorrow?
Pretty sure.
Oh wow!
I gotta write jokes.
Oh shit!
Y'all want to see some fast joke writing? I'm on the panel for that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will be doing fast joke writing tonight.
Do it.
Rampant with 2,500 claps. New proof of gravity and Wotan debate. Care to explain? Also, who is the girl in the chat? Not trying to sound creepy, just curious. Yeah, that's rampant. That's recovering Alabamian.
Is it Alabamian or Alabanian?
It's Albanian. She's from Albania.
Fucking ass.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I'm just saying, like, I didn't know what was, so.
It's okay. We understand that Team Skeptic and FTFU have trouble with words that have more than 3 syllables. We'll let them slide.
Right.
That's not funny. It's true. It's not funny at all.
It's kind of funny. Kind of funny.
It is a little funny.
Let me go over this proof of gravity right here, guys. Okay, so we'll go ahead and share. Let me share my screen real quick. And what are y'all laughing at?
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. No, it was just.
Okay, for a second I thought I was on screen and y'all were laughing at me because of how I'm dressed right now. I'm like,
No, we're
don't
just
fucking laugh
laughing
at me.
It's a previous laugh. It just kept on going. So,
all right, so let me get this.
all right. Recovering, stop it! Stop laughing, recovering.
No.
Stop it! You're killing me right now.
Okay, so here we go. Actually, how about this? I'm actually going to. You guys are weirding me out.
I'm done.
Right now.
I'm good. I tried. It's good.
All right, hold on one second.
Okay, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm good now.
Okay, let's see. B3. Okay.
Stop it.
Good.
Remember that time we all got the giggles on Team Skeptic Scream? Yeah, I remember.
Shut up. You know who remembers? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Okay, so I'm going to turn off the audio for this, and I'm going to play this. Well, here, I'll turn the audio on, and I'll stop it whenever it's time. Okay, are you guys ready?
Is a common resident of different aquatic habitats, but they prefer a distinct zone in the water, a Goldilocks zone for oxygen. They like the concentration to be not too high and not too low. And in a body of water, unless something weird is going on, the oxygen concentration is higher at the top and lower toward the bottom. Because of its specific oxygen concentration preference, Loxodus needs to know which way is up and which way is down so it can find just the right spot. But how could a single-celled organism know up from down? Well, Loxodus can sense gravity. It has organelles called Muller vesicles that each contain a spherical mineral granule, the Muller body, attached to a hair-like cilium. Sorry these friends zip around so quick, it can be hard to get a good look. These granules, the Muller bodies, are actually pulled down by gravity, and it's believed that this pulling causes sensory signals to be transmitted to the cell through the cilium. So Loxodus, despite being tiny and despite being just a single cell, has an organ very much like our inner ear, allowing it to sense up from down.
All right. So
That's awesome.
this thing right here. Well, let me get it to the right spot. Okay. So, well, how did it move? Okay. So these two things that are covered in circles, they're attached by a small, like, filament, and that filament, when you bend it, when it's not in its, like, basically inertial state, when it's not bent at all, once you start bending it, you're applying a force wherever it's connected. Once you apply that force when it's connected, it senses in which direction it's being bent, and it's always being bent in the direction of gravity. So it's an accelerometer. It's an accelerometer that points in the direction of down.
Right.
So that way it can use that. It doesn't matter what orientation it is in the water. It knows which way is down. It knows which way it needs to go. If it needs to go to a section of water where there's less oxygen, and it knows how to go up. If it recognizes that it's in a portion of the water that's more oxygen deficient, so that way it can stay in the area that it thrives in. And it doesn't go all the way to the top, so there is no way for it to go, oh well, it's some kind of mechanism that just automatically goes in the opposite direction of force or whatever. No, once it gets to the top, it also reacts and goes down towards the direction of force.
Now, team, I'm not a biologist, but are you saying that's a biological accelerometer?
That's a biological accelerometer, sir.
I know this is like completely a serious discussion, but I can't stop seeing googly eyes on this thing, so...
That may just have to be my new fucking avatar right there. Just give him a mustache and a smile. The troll smile.
Recovering Alabama, you're killing me right now.
So yeah, that's where that was it. Rampant. That's a new proof for gravity that you won't typically find in a. Why does your micro have Google eyes?
Why deny gravity though? Why?
But I can't wait to find out what their argument against what you just put forth is. It's probably going to be that
I know. No, it's no. Oh.
They're just gonna keep talking over you. Plug their ears.
Yeah, that was funny. He would just constantly just talk over me, and say the same thing. Like, I was like, you go ahead and say it 8 more times, Like, why break fucking suit? You said everything else 10 fucking times in a row.
Yeah. And team,
Why did
you
they
held
do that?
yourself very well while that was happening. Waiting for you to just kind of bust out and do some stuff, but
I was too, bro.
you were very calm. You did. Oh man, you held it very well.
Yeah. Hey, William Signs, I'm gonna have to remove your moderatorship for right now, man. Fucking, there's still, I don't know why, man, but a lot of people are complaining about you, saying you're being a bit aggressive on the moderator sticks, and that you keep saying things that are considered out of control. So I'm gonna demod you for right now. I'll go and check out what everybody's talking about later, but I just don't have time right now. And
The Mueller body.
normally I
attached
wouldn't
to a
disbelieve any
hair-like
one person,
cylinder.
but there's now been 5 people that have messaged me on Discord. So let me just pause that for a moment, and we'll let me turn the audio off as well. Okay, so let me see. Make sure there wasn't any other super chats before we go on. Yes, there was. Andre Forcier for I hope I said that right, for $2.79 Canadian. Loved how he didn't understand O2 on the airplane and the globe. Yeah, that's nothing. Like, you ask him, why do you need a oxygen mask on an airplane? And he has no fucking clue. But he knows that there's no pressure gradient. Or he says there's a pressure gradient, and it's because there's a container. What does that mean?
Well, like, I'm not a scientist, so why should I know why they need O2 masks on an airplane? I mean, that's a non sequitur.
Right.
Is what he said.
When everything he put out was a non sequitur.
I just liked how he kept denying you being a skeptic, but at the same time, was taking all these things on hardcore faith,
Yeah.
Best part of the debate.
Yeah, the whole that was you're not skeptical of anything. Well, I'm not skeptical of things that I can test out and prove for myself. Yeah, you're right about that. I tend to accept those things. I also don't just deny the scientific consensus. It doesn't matter. I don't have to say I know for a fact 100% they're right and that's the end-all be-all of everything. But that is what the scientific consensus, the consensus of scientists, the consensus of people who are experts in that field say one thing, typically they're right. Not all the time, but typically they're right. And so if it's something as basic as gravity, for instance, you can't just say, oh, well, their scientific consensus could be wrong. Well, they could be wrong, but here's the thing. Every time we measure the force of gravity on Earth, every time we measure it, it always conforms to exactly what we believe. Exactly. We don't need to throw in an explanation later to explain why it didn't match this time. No, it works every time. We have one constant that we can sit there and when it comes to gravity. We have one constant. We can just we agree on that constant, and everything that we do scientifically matches up to that constant. The constant's real. So you can deny it all you want. You can sit there and say, like tonight, he said, there is no gravity, but things accelerate towards the ground. That's gravity.
What?
That's fucking gravity.
Yeah, that's what he said. No. And so I asked him in a super chat, I said, why does buoyancy have gravity in the formula? He said, well, that's acceleration.
He needs to watch Professor Dave Explains videos because it explains that so fully, that whole thing about how buoyancy cannot be the replacement for gravity, and there's simple tests to show it.
And I'm sorry.
And that's why.
There's another thing that needs to be addressed that he didn't really understand, okay? When you go into your parabolic flight and you're in free fall, okay, you're accelerating at 9.8 meters per second squared. The accelerometer is reading 2 things at one time. One, it's reading the acceleration due to gravity at 9.8 meters per second squared down. And 2, it's measuring 9.8 meters per second in the opposite direction. That's an inertial force. And those 2 accelerations cancel each other out. And that's why when you're talking about your buoyancy tower and you say, oh, well, G is A. Well, yeah, okay. We're talking about things that are not falling, that are static on the Earth, okay? We don't have to worry about any other accelerations because it's static. It's in one place. It's not accelerating. We only have to use the acceleration of gravity. And that's exactly why when you drop something in a free fall or when you go into a hyperbolic flight, there is no such thing as a density tower. There's no separate densities. All of it will mix up together.
One thing I've always wanted to ask a flat earther, if I ever get a chance to get one to calm down enough to ask a question to you, is you say that everything you see is what it is, right? So the earth looks flat, so it must be flat. But you accept mirages as being a variation of what you see that is not what you're actually seeing. So if your eyesight based on mirages can be wrong, then what dictates that your eyesight looking at the flat plane cannot be wrong?
Because it confirms my worldview.
Very true.
And you'll have them do the exact same thing Wotan did tonight. Just say
exactly.
Hold two separate belief systems. Hold one that's very critical of evidence when I'm presenting it, and hold another that's not critical whatsoever of the evidence that he's presenting. I mean, that's typical. I mean, I expected that before. Before we even started, though.
He said that the flat Earth proved God for him, so I think that gives us our peek into why he's a flat earther.
But it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
And then we have Jared Warren says, this has been Team's moment of zen. I don't know if I would call it a moment of zen. Honestly, I don't think that I was necessarily super as calm as I could have been. I did try to be calm, but there was a point at which I just gave up and said, you know what? Yeah.
I tell you the truth, team, here's the deal. Like, you put up with his bullshit as far as it could go, and there was a time where you just had to kind of answer back with what he was saying because, I mean, he was just, how can I call it? He was just being a child the entire time.
Yeah, he really did.
I wonder how old he
had
is.
his ears plugged.
I know he won't. He won't tell people that he
40.
was. Yeah, I know, right? That's the scary thing. He sounds like a 12-year-old that smokes cigarettes. He's 40 years old, and he acts like a fucking 10-year-old that is mad because he didn't get his candy.
Yeah, I said that in the chat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Virillion says, carbon dioxide is denser than O2. How can we breathe at water level? Hey, Virillion, I brought that up. In a limnic eruption. I brought that up when he said
rolling CO2.
He said they can only do this because there's a container. Well, they're just redefining container at that point because it's not a container because it's not sealed at the top. So their entire argument that he's sitting there having is that gas expands into the less dense areas, okay? Because we already covered that the vacuum of space, any vacuum that we have is not going to be a pure vacuum. And when we open the container between the two, one will rush out into the other, okay? But it doesn't happen with sulfur hexafluoride in the atmosphere sitting right next to each other.
Correct.
Yeah, dude. And they used to not use that excuse for for a container. They used to say a container was, the box open like you presented it. That was their old argument there until it was debunked. And now they try to say, no, it can't have any walls to be a container. And they just don't know what they're talking about at this point.
Yeah, hey, and guys, I want y'all to understand, while I did remove William Sign's moderator for temporarily, please don't just start timing him out or I'll remove yours too. The whole idea is to get that type of stuff to stop. So please don't just start taking it out on other people, okay? Thank you very much.
Wotan, a vacuum is not like a household vacuum cleaner. Do you even understand that concept?
Vacuums do not suck, bro. Say it with us. Vacuums don't suck.
Wotan, quick question, Wotan. Do you think that a vacuum cleaner, sucks air into it? Like the vacuum cleaner itself sucks air into its container. Or its bag. It's bag.
Really clean?
Because it doesn't, Wotan. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
All it does is they just create a differential like a lower pressure on the inside of the vacuum. And what happens when you have a lower pressure? The higher pressure rushes into it. Well, guess where that higher pressure is coming from? The air around the vacuum cleaner.
Gravity!
Big words,
It's
scare
gravity!
It's
Thank
fucking
you,
gravity,
Desert
man. Right?
You ever heard
Desert
of fucking
Thank you.
gravity?
They haven't.
All right.
Man,
let's
I don't.
see.
It's just so hard. It's so hard to like watch.
Oh, hey!
these
Shout out to
guys.
Professor Phil Bell in the chat. I didn't even see how you.
Yeah,
how
he
you
did
doing,
a great
sir?
video today. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did great. Everybody go
um,
watch Professor Phil's video from today. It was really good.
Phil, if
Yeah,
you're
please.
available and you want to come on, man, you're more than welcome to.
I know.
At
I got to
any
get him
time,
back
so.
on too. We missed each other last
Oh.
time. I didn't get to have him on.
He explains things so well. Him and just everybody you've had on
George,
Science Satire. Oh yeah, of course.
Professor Dave.
They explain things. Professor Dave.
Oh yeah.
Anybody
He's
that you've
supposed to
had
come on
on,
my
they
show
explain, they
soon.
explain it so well. Yeah.
I got to write him back. That reminds me. I need to write Dave back.
Oh please, yeah, because Professor Dave is awesome to have on. I've watched him on Science and Satire. I've watched his videos, and he explains it so clearly, and you don't have to be a genius to understand what he's talking about. He explains it so well, and he breaks it up. It's just so nice.
He broke it down kid level because he realized. I'm sure he realized that's what he needed to do to get through to him, and he did a great job doing it. Yeah.
Well, you know what he was talking about. He started with classes. He was explaining to his classes what was going on. It just kind of evolved from there. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have a super chat from Rampant, 1,000 claps. He says, "Wait, there's a Team Skeptic Discord? Do you go there?" That is a really great question about me going there or not. Yes, I actually do go. I do actually go and I scan through a lot of the Discord. I don't always get to it. Ever since I would say ever since I moved into this place, I've just been completely busy. One thing I didn't realize is how long it would take to honestly close down my business, to shut down all my, make sure that all my financial responsibilities were taken care of, make sure that I closed out properly on all my taxes and everything like that. And it's been a roller coaster. I mean, I've had to deal with some things that I wasn't prepared for that have taken a lot of attention and time away from me. Put me in some stressful situations, to be honest with you guys. Dude,
it does.
Yeah, and it's simply, transitioning from one way of feeding myself to another. The original way was I had my own business, and now the new way is doing stuff on YouTube. So I have to find what works for me, for my schedule and myself and my viewers, because I do want everybody to be, I want everybody to be happy with what they support. I don't want to be this. I could easily do a portrait phone, video 3 times a day and tell you my thoughts on the flat earth, and that's not going to be very entertaining. Or I could continue to do like created videos and put the time and effort into writing good jokes for it and doing good edits and doing things like putting myself on a TV and putting that, trying to make it just different, just so somebody will like it. That takes a lot of time. And sometimes I have to weigh whether or not I want to spend an hour on Discord hanging out with everybody, or whether I want to work on a video that everybody will enjoy. So I'm going to be better about going on to Discord. I've already started being better this month in November, but I am going to be better about going on to Discord and being active on there. Big shout out to Marvel Girl and They and Them, who do actually run my Discord. Let me get the link and put that in the chat real quick.
No, dude, you're right, and you almost have to manage your time. Once I did a video today. I got on the computer at either 9 or 10 a.m. and I didn't finish till I uploaded that sucker at like 7 or 8 o'clock. It was hell.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have time to kind of get around once you get going in hard.
Well, and Uni, as a fan, I got to see what you did while we were in Discord together, how much you put into what you do and how long it takes to get everything put together. And it's as a person who's on the outside, not a content creator, it's amazing how much time y'all put into doing stuff. It's ridiculous.
Oh, bro, yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, it definitely is, man.
All right, Guys View has something he wants to share with everybody. I think we should share that. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, Guys always has great stuff.
All right, give me 1
Pictures?
second. Yeah, this is a picture right here. Now this is, let's see, this is I believe Mercury transit is what he said. Let me try to find it. Let me try to find it real quick. Yeah, my photo of Mercury transit with my LUNT 60mm. Now let me share it for the audience real quick.
Guy's view is the best.
Oh yeah,
the bomb.
See, I do things from behind the computer. He does things in the field. He's taking these pictures himself. This is why there's a community of us that are non-NASA, non-government officials that are out here doing our own research. Just because it's not me doing it doesn't mean that I can't use somebody like Geistview's evidence who's taking the picture.
That's
exactly.
amazing.
That's what science is.
And that's right there, guys. Right up there. That's Mercury.
Wow.
That transit was so cool.
Good shit, guys. Thank you so much for being the person you are, man.
And the size
moving the goalpost, Fear. That's us. Sorry.
I mean, just the size comparison alone between Mercury and the Sun. Looking at that, it's just it blows the mind.
All right, and then we have a $5 from the Athens 619. Can we get the Wotan versus why you are an idiot debate and watch the Dunning-Kruger? Yeah, that would be awesome to get those two guys to debate each other. It'd be full of just fucking nothing ever getting done but insults back and forth towards each other.
Don't magnets of the same polarity repel each other?
Where's your scientific evidence and experiment to prove that?
Wait,
it's on you. Nuh-uh, it's on you.
Yeah.
Recovering Alabamian, have you not seen that guy where there's a monopole that exists?
Oh, for fuck's sake. That guy is literally the most insufferable jerk-ass
Who are you talking about?
on this continent.
That guy. Have you not seen?
Oh, that guy. Well, yeah, but when you say that guy, you know, I don't know that you're talking about that guy. You could be talking about this guy.
That guy.
Quotation marks, that guy. He said that there was a monopole that existed. And that's how he explained, compasses working and all this kind of stuff.
Great, yeah. We'd love to see that.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be the first time in the history of fucking science that we've ever existed a monopole.
Well,
like,
how do you even debate, man?
How do you even, like, conceptually think about that?
Tie a knot in it. Sorry, I can't.
I was saying that in your debate, he kept making these positive claims. He kept claiming giant things, while at the same time acting like it was no big deal. That you need so much proof. So it really showed that dichotomy there of why he believes what he believes, the idiocy behind it.
Well,
there was nothing.
Oh my God, monorail. Oh, Stringer News. I'll get in that monorail song stuck in my head from The Simpsons.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a parody video for that guy with his compass, and it's gonna be like monopole.
Yes.
But you can't have
super chat
air without a container. Monopole. Your compass doesn't point to the North Pole.
Right. Carrie Oliver for 3333. Love the dumpster fires, but what about other science-based topics of Fringe? Bob Lazar, Shadow People, Hollow Earth. This stuff is golden. I actually do have a couple of science videos. I'm going to have to work them in because, honestly, the people out there, while we do have people that want to see really science-based videos, the majority of people want to see the proving people wrong that are saying outrageously stupid things on the internet, which is fine.
Yeah.
I can mix in both, but I have to do it like the way I did the last one. I mixed in that one First Amendment auditor video, and now I'm going to be doing, and then I did the debate, which was a flat earth debate, and then, excuse me, the Mike Tyson video I'm doing. It's not really flat earth. He just makes a bunch of outrageous claims. And Mike Tyson is one of my favorite people of all time. Like, as a kid growing up,
dude, he's
as a
cool.
kid growing up, like, I fucking watched Mike Tyson. I used to watch him beat the shit out of people, and that was to
I
me
used to play his Nintendo game.
Oh, wait till you see my thumbnail for that video. Wait till you see my. That's all I gotta say.
We also watched him.
Is it Mike
bite the
Tyson's
ear
Punch
off
Out?
Evander Holyfield.
Yep. Oh
I
yeah, he
watched
also
him
bit
bite
the. Saw that live.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I watched that live. Yeah, him biting the ear off of Evander Holyfield. He was gonna fuck his.
He's a
kid or
maniac.
whatever. It was. Yeah.
The funny thing is, my son asked me about that story when I told him about it. I was telling him about how there's been some people have actually, when I mentioned that I was doing a video on Mike Tyson, there's some people like, don't do that, man. Mike's a good guy. He's just, I'm sorry. Stupid has no safe space on the internet. Okay? If you make dumb comments, you're going to get called stupid. You're going to get called an idiot. Now, before anybody even said anything, I'd already came to the conclusion that because Mike's one of my people, I like him. I actually, watched a lot of him. It'd be like me doing a video on Michael Jordan. I would still call Michael Jordan an idiot, but I would definitely make it more fun and entertaining because I do believe that Mike, he is
What
a
Jordan
voice out
say?
there. No, I'm saying if Michael Jordan. That's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
That's like my role model growing up. I watched almost every single Michael Jordan game from the day he was a rookie until the day he retired. I went to the final
Did you
game.
watch him play golf?
I did for a little bit. I
Did you
thought he
watch
was
him play-
all right.
Did you watch him play baseball?
I did that too. I was actually when I grew up I grew up in a time when we had one national television channel that was broadcast on local cable TV, and that was WGN. So WGN was the local affiliate for the Chicago. WGN existed on a national level because of Michael Jordan. Okay, because there was so many people wanted to see him play that they were able to sell their broadcast off. And that's how that's one of the reasons why WGN was so big and popular. And I used to watch it all the fucking time. I would watch Michael Jordan play every single night. And with basketball, they have a game like every, 2 nights. They'll have back-to-back games, and they'll skip one, and then have one, and skip 2, and then have 3. You see a lot of games, so you can stay active with it. And I watched him over and over and over throughout his career. I was there when his dad got killed. I mean, not there, but I was like in the moment when his dad got killed, and I truly felt for him. Like, I was like, wow, man, I can't believe this is happening to the person that I look up to. Of course, I was like 13 years old, 13, 14 years old, young kid, still learning about life, and here I am. This is what my role model is, and then I see my role model's father get murdered, and I'm like, wow.
How did he die again?
He was kidnapped and murdered in a carjack. I believe it was a carjacking.
I think he was shot. Right? He was shot.
Yeah, they carjacked him, and then they killed him, and I don't remember if they turned themselves in after finding out that it was Michael Jordan's dad, but that was the catalyst that made Michael Jordan say, I don't want to play basketball anymore, and he went off to play baseball, and he realized that he wasn't good at baseball, and came back and played basketball. I mean, he was good enough to make minor league, but not good enough to be, you got to imagine, in the NBA, when he stepped onto the court, there was nobody else out there. It was Michael Jordan.
Dude, watch his video.
Everybody.
Watch his compilation.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I saw most of the compilations. I saw in watching TV live. I still remember moments like him and Magic Johnson in the All-Star game. I remember moments like the way he used to battle it out with people like John Starks and Chris Mullins, and just Reggie Miller was a part of that era. And I mean, I loved it. I could talk all day about that era of basketball.
He was the guy that defied gravity, right? As far as we were concerned when we were kids, right?
But Carrie Oliver, though, back to your super chat. I will be covering. I do have a science video that's coming out on special relativity. I also have some things that I'm working on with Simon Dan. We have a personal distaste for somebody that we both have a very we share the same sentiment for a very ignorant individual in our community, or the flat Earth community, that goes by the name of Quantum Eraser.
Oh, yeah.
Quantum Eraser makes a lot of dumbass claims, and every time I try to address those dumbass claims with him, and I tell him, I say, hey, let's do this live, He doesn't want to do it. He won't do it because the thing.
I wonder why.
Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I've already told him why. I've already asked him I've asked him the qualifying questions that he was going to get from me, and he didn't have those answers. And he knows that that if I'm asking the questions I'm asking, and he can't, by default, the questions that I was asking him were sharpshooter questions to see where he was at with his knowledge of quantum mechanics, since that's what he's using to assert that God is real.
Yeah. Bro, I have to ask you this. Have you seen Nathan Oakley and Quantum Erasers' new intro for their channel? It literally is a car driving, and on one side of the car, it pops out and says, pseudoscience ahead, and on the other side, it pops out and says, BS ahead, and then they all just sit there and talk in their flat earth debate, dude. It's so awesome. Oh, my God, you got to watch it when you get time.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. He texts me.
They did it to themselves.
He tags me in every video, so I'm sure I'll be able to see it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We looked that up on my show. Yeah.
All right, then we have Rampant.
I still can't believe he does that. Sorry.
We have Rampant with 1,000 claps. He said, "Would you debate people on religious topics?" I would, but the thing is with religion, it's a bit harder because there's no real proof to support the assertion. So, I mean, you can always say, well, what about this, and what about this, and what about this historical thing? But it's still, there's nothing to support, there's no hard evidence to support the supernatural properties of God or Jesus, in my opinion. And
as a religious guy, loving watching you guys do this, I think you could easily debate young earth creationists with no issue whatsoever.
Now that, yeah, I would do that. If it's a young earth creation topic, then yes, I can debate that. But if it's more the topic of does God exist or not, I'm always going to take the no position, but I also want to be clear that I'm taking the no position because it's contrary to the positive position that God does exist.
It's unprovable, so it's hard to debate something that's unprovable either way.
Right. But let's see. Let's get to the next super chat. I'll try. And I saw Mark Beiser said monopoles are created inside of a lab, quantum monopoles. I'd have to look into that because the last time I looked,
but it's very specific conditions that they're able to create, to be created, not in the way that guy thinks that happens.
And Philosopher of Nonsense says you can't do away with the idiot dinger. No, there's two things. Okay, guys, look. There's two things that are identifiable on my channel. One is the idiot ding. That combination is identifiable. In fact, we see it all the time when I'm in other people's chats. And yes, there's a lot of times when I just go into other people's chats and sit there real incognito and look and listen to what everybody's saying and doing, right? And I see people on the thing and be like, you're a fucking idiot! And then the whole chat goes ding, 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 ding. Like you just see it just one right after another, and I'm like, there you go, baby. That works. That's Team Skeptic right there. I'm living vicariously through those guys right now. And then the other one is the Lego character also. We'll cover all that at another time. I'm not really going to get into the Kappa stuff. I've done a little bit more research and saw some other things that have come out. And we'll cover all that in a future live stream. I'm not going to ruin this after show with Kappa talk, but definitely philosopher of nonsense. The dinger will not be going anywhere, and neither will the counter.
Are you less worried now than you were before?
Yeah, and I can actually, you know what, I can't show you guys because I don't have it pulled up on camera, but let me read to you one of the things that is going to be a factor. See, here's the thing. YouTube is not putting out everything that Kappa's about, guys. So Kappa has this there's case history behind it, okay? So there's a lot of things that YouTube knows that they can do, but are too lazy to do them. So they're just saying that, okay, line drawn in the middle, this is for kids content, this is for not kids content. Where is the for fathers and sons content? Where is the for adults and children content? You know, there's so many things, but see, YouTube doesn't want to say, well, we can write these different rules and these different programs and these different algorithms that go into your video and determine whether your audience is based towards kids or not towards kids or both or this and that. But they don't want to. So what they've done is they've set it up so that you do it, and then they're going to have a blanket censorship, basically. If they feel you're violating something, they're just going to delete your channel or remove your channel or blacklist you. And if they don't see that you do it and the FTC catches you, well, then they'll take care of all that. But when the FTC said, hey, this is what YouTube's not telling you, here are these rules, these 7 identifiers that need to be addressed before we make or need to be evaluated before we can make a determination as to whether your content was for kids or not. Now, one of those is the audience, target audience. So let me tell you what my target audience is. Because let's say, how can they say that my stuff is for kids if I have 0 kids watching it, right? So if I go to my analytics on my dashboard and it tells me right here, my audience, 65 plus, 3.7%. First off, let's do men and women because women fucking hate me, okay? 4.1% women, female, 95.9% male. I am one
50-50.
sexy motherfucker to the men. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, ever since you put on the mankini, it's just...
Yeah, I should have never have fucking done that. But okay, back to the ages. 65 plus, 3.7%. 55 to 64, 10%. 46 to 54, 21%, 21.8%. 35 to 44, which is my target audience. That's where really what I try to address. I don't want to go this super young adult route and feel like I'm talking to people that are outside of people I would normally converse with. I want it to be fun so that if somebody is younger, they see my stuff, they like it, they'll subscribe, but that's not my target audience. My target audience is 35 to 44, and that is where I hit at 34.8%. 25 to 34 is 24.4%. So between the next two, the one right above it and the one right below it, we're talking 24.4% and 21.8%. So my main goal is 25, or my main audience is 25 to 54. 18 to 24, 5.3%. 13 to 17. Now these are still people that are not included, not covered by COPPA. 0.0%. People under the age of 18 are not watching my videos, and I'm okay with that. I don't want kids under 18 watching my videos. If they come across it, I want them to enjoy it, but the language matter, the terminology I use in there, the some of the references I make, they're not designed for kids, and I don't want them to be designed for kids. And that's one of the things that COPPA will take into account is your material being put in front of kids, even if you didn't want it to be. And it's not for me. Go ahead.
My question is to you, team, is that with your understanding of COPPA and stuff like that, is that based on who's logged in and watching, like, the YouTube,
Based
or is
on
it
the
based
account.
on the account?
Yeah,
Okay,
just the
that's what I
account.
want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you can log into your dad's account, be watching whatever you want with it. So
Yeah. All right, let me go. I think I just missed a super chat. Let me get back to it. 1 second, guys. All right, we have.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, Insidious Vids. Team, we have a Jordan Facts challenge. Dude's a god to me. The gang. What number? Oh my God. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to guess the number for. Well, I would like to take a guess and say 8. I don't want to take a guess, but I know that it wasn't 23 or 45. What baseball team did he play for? He played for a minor league Chicago White Sox team, the Double-A team.
Yep.
And I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, but it definitely played for the Chicago Whites Double-A team, or Chicago White Sox Double-A team.
Birmingham Barons? Am I
Is it
thinking
Birmingham?
of a different?
Hold on, let me see.
Am I thinking of a different player?
Well, he played on
You're
a
all
few
about-
minor league teams, but one of them, I think he was, what minor league team? I think he was mostly on the Double-A team. Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Also, George Natchik wants to know if there's a way he can get on the panel to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get that. 1 second. Let me look up this this fact check.
I was right. Thank you. Quit asking me to change my name, Team Skeptic. Yes.
Oh, so I don't have to look it up anymore.
Birmingham
Okay,
Barons.
great.
Birmingham Barons. I was right because I'm from Alabama.
All right, so Rodent No Last Name says, Team Skeptic, the women just come in for the sex dance. Yes, they do. You know that's why they're here. I made the mistake of wearing my, or chroma keying out my mankini, and it showed off a lot of my package. Rampant for 2,500 claps.
We all know
If
you
you
stuffed that with a sock.
It wasn't a sock. It was tissue paper, but whatever. If you ever wish to debate about the existence of God, I would gladly debate you about that. I take the position that it's reasonable to believe in God. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind just having the conversation with you, Rampant, at all. Because
Rampant said that.
I'm sorry?
I want to have them on my show, too. Somebody to debate that.
Rampant said that. So Rampant, if you want to reach out to Unirock as well, he's saying he'd love to talk to you about it. And I debate people. It doesn't have to be the same type of.
Simon just said there was no package.
Simon Dan. GTFO.
Simon, I'm gonna message you back too. I just noticed you DM'd me, man. I wasn't ignoring you. I'll hit you up tomorrow, buddy. Sorry.
He's just mad because I violated his room. I sullied his room. Hey, George.
Well done, team. Well done.
Decontamination.
Yes.
Hey, George, go ahead and email me at fatherskeptic@gmail.com. And then if you'll just email me there, I will respond to you with the link.
Skeptic,
and I'll be right back. Yeah.
Cypher says, look up Shelly Beach in Port Macquarie. It's the worst place for flirts and the movement of the sun.
I will. Give me 1 second. I got to go use the restroom real quick. And
are you not going to go on stream like Riley?
Stream on stream? No. We're not going to
stream on a stream.
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, giving medication to your dog. That was the way it was, right? So
I'm sorry, but that was not fucking
fashion.
Yeah, that was not.
No.
He didn't even look down into the bowl, guys. He looked down one time and then looked at the camera and went. You could see, without noise, you could hear him go, or you could see him go.
I like what Rainy Beaver said, that you could see the yellow in his eyes.
All right, George, send me an email. George, send me an email. I'll send you the link. I'll be right back, guys.
Hi, Simon Dan.
All right.
Simon Dan's in the chat. What's up? Oh. He knew that you were talking about desecrating his little corner there in your mankini, so he had to come in.
He kind of did, so yeah. I mean, makes sense. I think Team learned you shouldn't answer the door in the mankini during Halloween, so.
His demographics were definitely skewed more female before the mankini incident. It's funny, I thought it would have gone the opposite way.
You never know. It's a crapshoot.
You know what? I'm not going to kink shame. If the guys like the mankini, you know what? Live your best life.
I mean, yeah. Do what
no shame.
Do you, right? That's what they say. Do you, boo? So whatever you got to do.
If it just happens to be a neon green mankini,
I mean,
work it.
I mean, everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their kink. So just let them have their, let your kink flag fly. I guess that's how you would say it.
What's up, philosopher? Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Misty. Hey, Gwydens. I tried.
Gwydens Raber. Yeah.
Yeah. Simon, did K Bovine ever accept your challenge? Asks Jared Warren. I don't know.
I doubt
Simon has to update us there. Simon, you have to go watch Nathan Oakley's new intro, man. If I could pull it up right now while Team was gone, I would. It is so good, dude.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, my goodness. Back. Oh, there you are.
Okay,
you got a super chat.
What did... let's see. Simon Dan, is he talking crap? Because I heard people mentioning him.
Oh, no.
No, he's not talking crap. Nobody talking.
No,
Hey,
no.
He did
we're
not
No,
bring
he's
up
talking
FIFA.
crap,
You're
isn't it?
safe. He
No.
didn't mention FIFA.
Actually, he needs to verify our mutual hatred for Quantum Eraser. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what is your disdain for Quantum Eraser, Simon Dan? Everybody in the chat can answer.
Bro.
1 to 10. 1,
Oh,
you
Zero.
love the
Can I
guy.
give a
No, 1,
Can
you
I give
love the
a-
guy. 10, you can't stand that fucking shit.
Can I give
Oh,
a 20
10,
on
yeah.
this? Like, I mean, I'm doing 20 right now. That's just Quantum Razor's a
Like
God.
over
He's another one I
9,000.
want to.
Over 9,000
Quantum Razor's
exactly.
Yeah, he's another one I want to punch in the voice. You know, what I
He
mean?
Look at that.
misleads people.
Hold on, I
in
want to point
science.
something out.
Sort.
Simon Dan said
0.5.
0.5. 0.5. That means
Oh.
you don't just love him, Simon Dan. You love him immensely.
Well,
exponentially.
you said it the other way at first, though. So,
Did I?
You know.
I thought I said
Yeah,
one
yeah.
if you
That's
like
why
the guy.
that's why I did it backwards too. So
Well, maybe y'all just didn't pay attention to me.
we might.
Hey,
not. Me
Glover
and
Mom.
Sideman, we have the problem.
Oh, he said, oh,
George
10
Magic
points.
says 10 to the 1,000th power.
Right?
10 to the
Exactly.
negative
Exactly.
17.
Hey,
No,
let
it's
me
no
put
opposite
my.
than that.
Let me get.
Oh,
a
philosopher
message
just
to
put
George.
in. Oh, philosopher. Yeah, exactly.
All right, sorry.
Did Dow said he fall asleep on us?
Oh,
Dow
there he
said
is, right there. George, ignore my message I just sent. I'm sending you that reply right now.
I want to say a shout out to Glover Mom because her videos are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, another. Hold on, while we're here bullshitting, I want to give a shout out to somebody. A couple of shouts out. I want to play a couple of videos for you guys. Hold on one
All
second.
right.
These are people who happen to catch my interaction with Nathan Thompson, and
Oh,
I
at
had
the
no,
FDIC?
I had no idea that they were even there catching these pictures, these videos, showing other angles. So hold on one second.
Paparazzi.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you guys ready?
They're your biggest fan. They'll follow you
I got it. Let me
to
give some audio to it. I don't even know if she's in the chat, but I'm not even gonna say her name until I play her video, and then we'll say her name. Here we go. This is the let me put it on screen. The official confrontation between myself and Nathan Thompson, right here from a different angle. Here we go.
Hi Nathan, how's it going? Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get an
I
interview?
saw that.
this.
I love
Hey,
this.
Nathan.
This is the best video.
Dude,
Yes.
I wish you
just
would have
want
played
an
that
interview,
crab
man.
song in the background.
What's your
Dun,
problem?
dun, 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 dun.
Nathan.
Would have been so good.
Why you gotta be like that, man?
Why you gotta be like that, man?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Oh, that was awesome. Now let me go find the other one because then somebody else caught it for another one too. Hold on, this one was really good as well.
Nathan has some skinny crab arms.
Those are fucking realistic. Those are
Dude,
photorealistic.
Yeah, I know.
again.
I know.
Hey, team, how tall is Nathan Thompson?
He's like
Oh,
my
yeah, bro.
height. He keeps saying I'm 5'6". I'm not 5'6". I'm like 5'11". He's my height,
Okay.
and he's about 20 pounds lighter than me. And I'm a skinny
Well,
bitch.
I'm 5'9".
Oh,
I will punch
wait,
him in the
now let me
chest.
go find the other one because then somebody else caught it for another one too.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's see. I hear somebody coming in. Is that George? George, is that you?
I thought that was the video.
Yes, it's me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think my audio I think is coming in through there. Can you mute my audio from the YouTube channel?
He's my height, and he's about 20 pounds lighter than me. And
I
I'm
love
a
hearing
skinny
my own
bitch.
voice. Hold on, let me find this video. This video is good. God, I can't remember who fucking sent it to me now.
How you doing, George?
Oh, Simon Dan is making fun of your height.
Doing fine here.
Yeah, he said 5'11". Behave.
Hey, you know what? You have electronic legs, so your height doesn't matter.
Oh,
Cyborg legs.
Okay, so this video is much, much quicker. Oh, well, hold on. My bad. I forgot I didn't have
Is
y'all.
George in here?
Yeah, George is in here. Give me 1 second, and let me play this video, and then we'll jump over to talk to George real quick. Here you go.
Cool.
All right, so again, this one, let's see. Oh, I forgot to say, the other one was by Kristen Laserbeams Frost. I don't know if it's Kristen Frost Laserbeams or Kristen Laserbeams Frost. Oh my God,
Frost.
that's why I paused, because I was like, it's not Frost, is
Kristen
it?
Frost.
It's not Frost. It's not Frost. Yes, it was. It's Kristen Frost. Okay, Kristen Frost Laserbeams. I wanted to get it right. I failed you. By all means, slap me in person when you see me. Chase me around like I chased Nathan around. But here you go.
Oakley said Nathan Thompson was 6'2", so.
Ha!
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's lying. He's lying. So you ever heard those things like when you're a child and you look up to somebody and you're like, he's my hero. He's like 8 foot tall. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what happened, right? That's what happened. All right, here we go. This is another one. This one's called Nathan Nothing Thompson meets Team Skeptic at FEIC 2019. Here we go.
Sounds good.
Hold on, we get
I didn't see
now.
it.
Yeah, I was about to say it's 5 seconds, so we'll play this one a couple of times.
That's good, dude. Nope.
Ah, fuck! Ah!
Oh, I love it.
One more time.
No.
I'm out. Ah! Oh no, who is that? Let's see. Oh, Dunning-Kruger and Associates. That's right. I could not remember who sent me that video, but it was him. He told me. The reason why I couldn't remember is because I was looking in Discord. He actually emailed it to me. So yeah, that was amazing. Thank you very much, Dunning-Kruger and Associates. I do appreciate it. Sir.
Simon Dan is killing me in the chat right now.
What? You know, he's talking crap, isn't he? He always
said
does this.
most
What'd he
guys
say?
lie about their height. He said most guys lie about their height if they are shorter than Danny DeVito. It's just
Sounds like Simon and Dan speaking. Simon and Dan's talking from experience there, guys. All right, let's see. All right,
Hands up.
We're not laughing again. We're covering Alabama like we did before. We'll just calm it
This
down.
isn't my fault. Blame it on Simon and Dan.
it's always Simon and Dan's fault.
It's your fault, darling. I hate to say it.
I mean, I regret nothing.
I ain't your darling. First off.
Oh.
I was just about to say.
Is,
All right, let me
is
get
he
the.
are you white knighting somebody here?
Oh no, I thought you were calling me darling. I said I ain't your darling.
I was talking to her.
I know who you were talking about.
I know.
Skeptic, do you know how many times I've said that to dudes in real life? So many.
I don't ever white knight for anybody. I have actually I have people listen, I'm not even kidding when I say this. I have people who have unsubbed from me because I wouldn't white knight for them. I'm dead fucking serious. And most of y'all know this person, and I refuse to put her on blast because I don't believe that it's right to try to get people to gang up on other people and try to unsub from them when they originally subbed to them for whatever reason.
It's a YouTuber?
Oh,
no
yeah.
Freaking way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blame me.
Oh,
It told me
that's
that
crazy.
it was
That's
my
crazy.
responsibility to tell other people not to talk mean to her. I was like, are you an adult? Do you have access to your block button, or is your block button unaccessible or inaccessible? Oh, you have access to it. Okay, just go block him. Problem solved, right?
Right?
Nope.
It's pretty damn simple. Yeah.
But then people don't understand that they can block, or they think that if they block, they've lost. No, that's not how it works. If the goal is to have an enjoyable life, and blocking someone makes your life more enjoyable because what they say and do pisses you off, then block them.
Get it.
That fucking simple. All right.
Be with
Rampant.
you, go with God.
Okay, let's see. Granny Bonzix, thank you, love. I appreciate it. Team Skeptic, how about you do a show in your car? Yeah, I could do that for you guys. I could go full flat earth mode on you and film from my car. I won't drive. I'll put green. I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll put green tape, or I'll put up a green screen on all the windows, and then I'll just have a scene playing while I'm sitting there doing a video. But yeah, I'll do a video in my car. I don't care.
No, you need to do a Daniel Pratt video from your basement
Yeah.
attached to the radiator. Yeah.
Daniel Pratt is he says he's
Off
done
of
with flat
YouTube.
Earth. Yeah, he
Well,
says he's done with
Oh,
flat
he
Earth.
says that every
This is
3
like the
weeks, dude.
eighth time that he said that. So
I
okay.
leave my my downloader on, and it hasn't downloaded anything from him in like 4 or 5 days.
His videos are gone still to this day. So
Really?
Let's just
did he
double
mean
check
it this time.
Let's double check
Yeah,
check
double
with
check.
George real quick because I don't hear
I
him
checked.
over there. Hey George, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, George.
Yep. Doing great.
Hey,
Hi.
George.
Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
George.
Yeah, you got my attention here a bit ago when you mentioned Quantum Eraser, aka John Stunget. He and I go back a long way. We have quite a history with one another, and if there's help that you need, if you want, when you're working on a video to debunk him, I have researched extensively his cutty pasties that he loves to put up, and there's 2 sources that he's particularly fond of. He always likes quoting Professor Shankar of Yale University and Douglas A. Seeger's book called Introduction to Ocean Sciences. And as I'm sure you all know, that he always extracts things out of context, or he interjects text and modifies text within the quotes he extracts to give them the meaning that he wants them to have.
Yeah. Well, me and Dan have a good video picked out to do to address him, and that the video is basically gas pressure, air pressure, or atmospheric pressure, and the fallacies that come with it, I guess, is the best way to explain it. Because everything to them, every time you have an answer for them, they just say fallacy. That's you're begging the question. That's a reification fallacy. That's this fallacy, that fallacy.
Yeah, Quantum Eraser has been the big one that has come up with a long list of 100 different fallacies that he always loves to quote. You know, everything's a fallacy in his book.
Yeah, he literally has said that the speed of light is a fallacy. He believes in the one-way speed of light, and for any of you that don't know what the one-way speed of light is, it means that light is measured in one direction, going one speed, and in the opposite direction, going a different speed, and they average out to the speed of light. So if you send something that's, let's say, 300 million meters away from you, what you're doing is when it's going away from you, it goes at half the speed of light. When it hits the reflector and comes back at you, it comes back instantaneously. So it takes twice as long to get to the first mirror, but then it comes back instantaneously. And if you take that time and you divide it by 2, then what you get is the speed of light. And it's really, oh yeah, absolutely.
I guess
I gotta study this.
What?
He likes to talk about everything being a particle. He's goes with the Newtonian concept of particle nature of light and all that, and he again misconstrues the lectures on quantum mechanics that Professor Shankar has uploaded online, and I have pointed that out to Nathan Oakley and Riley. In fact, it was really quite humorous. Oh gosh, this was a year ago when I pointed out to Oakley and Riley that Quantum Eraser was modifying many of these texts and taking them out of context, as Riley swore up and down that if I could bring it to his attention, he'd ask Quantum Eraser about it.
Right.
I have done that. And
Yeah,
of course,
exactly.
Riley reneges and on bets and everything. And of course, he would never do that after I pointed out to him. So, and you'll never get Quantum Eraser to debate. I've tried many different ways to get him to debate me, and even go on Oakley's show. When I do, he just shuts up and climbs up right.
Well, I
Shocking.
I gave him a formal debate request for Simon Dan's channel. No cussing, no rudeness, just complete politeness. He even said, "I appreciate your cordial. I appreciate your cordial request, but I cannot, or your cordial message email, but I cannot acquiesce to your offer." And I'm like,
No
"What the
way,
fuck?
bro.
Just send me one that says no thanks. We're good."
Acquiesce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Well,
I
He
you're
went
have
into
familiar
he went into a
that's
fucking he
crazy.
went into like a full blown fucking quantum eraser presentation to explain why he won't debate me and how Simon Dan is sci fan. Hold on, let me read his.
Sign fan scam, or I
Yeah,
forget it. I
sci
forget it right
fan
now.
Psy-op
scam or
man.
I heard it.
Yeah.
yeah. Let me
So
read
you,
Sci-fi
it.
scam.
I mean,
you might be familiar with Ranty Flat Earth and the
Uh-huh.
Ranty
of course.
show. Okay, well, I actually put it out there to Ranty, oh gosh, about 6 months ago or so, that I would contribute $350 to his show if he would get Quantum Eraser come on for 45 minutes to discuss the so-called housekeeping points of Nathan, and that's never
Right.
happened either.
Dude, Ranty's brain dead. Look at his expression on his face. It's just it's like
Ranty
Well, that's-
Ranty is not brain dead. Ranty is one of the smartest people in the world. He literally knows how to disperse chemtrails with vinegar.
vinegar.
Nobody else has ever been able to do that.
I was going to mention
Well,
that's
you-
not brain dead. That's from brain damage from the chemtrail burns that he claimed to have.
Well,
Yeah.
You also had to.
Oh,
you also
yeah.
Had to stare at the, no, hey, don't forget to stare at the sun. You had to stare at the sun
Not a
for a certain amount of
sunburn.
time.
Yeah.
You know, you
God.
had to stare at the sun to get the code from the sun. So, you know.
But it's a portal of love, man. You just have to let it in.
Let me get through these super chats.
Let me tell you.
Okay, hold on one second. Jared Warren for $1.99. Simon Dan, did Kent Bovine ever accept your challenge? Yeah, Simon, if you want to answer that question for Jared in the chat. Stephen Smith for $2. Hate red pill philosophy more than any of them. Yeah, he's another one that gets on my nerves a lot.
Oh, bro.
He's a show. He's a poser. He's a poser.
Yeah,
Red
God,
Poe
he's
philosophy. Yeah.
I think he's a poet too, to be honest with you. I think he knows enough about
100%.
science that he knows how to play the role of flat earther and keep himself safe from ordinary, just the average debunker. I honestly do
Dude,
think
you
that
can prove
he's
it.
like that.
Well, that's
Look at
why
his
he won't
old
go on anyone
videos
else's
and go
channel but
forward.
himself. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got old videos. He always follows a trend. Every one of his videos follows what was trending at that time. So
Yeah,
Well,
he did.
he
Go ahead.
he only debates people who are very I always say like very, very new to the aspect of arguing flat Earth, and that's why he brings them on. He's like, "Oh, this is Sideman Dan's follower, and we're going to debate this guy." But this guy has no real aspect of debating, and he's like, "Oh, I won
where he
because
debated
this
a
guy didn't know what
follower
he's saying."
once.
Yeah, it's the same. It's BS.
All right, then we have Jared Warren says any one of us there would have snapped that twig. I think he's talking about Nathan Thompson. That's somebody you guys can ask because that's not me. Jared Warren was there. He witnessed everything. He's on the video camera for the stuff that we're going to be playing on Tuesday. So, I mean, if y'all want to ever test what I said happened there, ask him. He'll tell you. Jared, don't lie. Tell
What are
him
you
the truth.
playing Tuesday?
Tuesday, I'm going to be doing. We had a MC Toon and I had a scheduled date to do a live stream this past Tuesday, which was kind of like a recap of FEIC from me and him and a few of the other people that went, and we were going to play like. I was going to play the video, the 3 videos I have that involved me and Nathan Thompson's little disagreement. I was going to, confrontation. He's the one that it wasn't a confrontation to me. I tried to say hi.
True.
I tried to say hi. I didn't confront him about his beliefs I just said, hey, what's up, man? Like literally, it was like hey, what's up, man? What's going on? What's up, bro? What's up, man? Nathan Thompson just was like, I'm telling you, Nathan Thompson was like, he was looking around every corner going, yep, I'm safe. There's no globe earthers here. And then Yeah, then he starts walking down. He's like, oh, man, there he is right there. There he is. You know how you start, like, I'm trying to tell you. I wish I could just show you guys. I'm almost willing to show it. Just turn on my camera and look like a fucking moron just to show y'all exactly how he walked down the hallway. Like, it was so funny. And I was just like, what's wrong with him? You know, like, hey, it's me, Team Skeptic. Hey, Nate. It's Nate. Yeah, I know who the fuck you are. Fuck you mean it's Nate? Fucking, this is Nate's bones and skin. Where the fuck's Nate's muscles at? This ain't all of Nate, obviously. Nah, but that dude was just he was beyond scared. I have a few interviews that I want to play of some really weirdo people that we'll probably play through and kind of pause and talk about a few things. But hopefully we can get George Natchuk to come on. He was there. I wasn't even aware that he was there until I came on your show and I saw the drama going on, and I was like, what the hell is all this shit?
Yeah.
God, if we had been there when all that happened, if I had been in town, I would have just rolled up. We could have rolled in like 4 deep and had George's back. Like, right.
I'd have been there in a heartbeat because I'm, of course, from Texas, and I would have been there in Dallas in a heartbeat. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I wish you were there with us, man. It was fun. We had a good time. Like, we did not, to be honest with you, the only problem I had was that one instance with Nathan Thompson. Well, the other time I got kicked out, but I wouldn't call that an incident. I would just say that they were protecting their scam. So they did what they had to do to protect their scam. That's not an incident to me.
So how many sessions were you able to view before they removed you?
I've got about 200 yards into it, and I saw Robbie Davidson. And I said, hey, Robbie, nice to meet you. He reached his hand out. He shook my hand. He said, hey, how's it going? I said, oh, it's going great. My name's David, Team Skeptic. I'd love to grab an interview with you if you get a free moment. And the color in his suit went pale, okay? His blue suit turned bright white the moment I said my name, and he walked off. And then I said, okay, we walked down to this other area, and we started to, like, film MC Toon doing, like, a walkthrough. And then we realized as we were filming that I didn't have the camera. I had the camera turned on and not the video camera turned on, the GoPro. And he didn't have the audio on the good mic we had. We had an HD mic. So he didn't have the audio on for the HD mic. So we were like, okay, let's start all this over. So we went back to the starting point, and I turned on the camera onto camera mode. And as soon as I did, D Marble walked out of the door 3 feet in front of me. And he walked right past me, and I said, hey, D Marble. And he said, hey, what's going on? And I shook his hand. I was like, none much, man. I'm David, Team Skeptic. I'd love to get an interview from you later. And this I do have on tape. He, like, literally, before I could get once I said Team Skeptic, he just, the look in his face
tapped
just
you on the
turned
shoulder.
Yeah, he turned his head and shoulders, and he was already walking away before the tap hit me on my shoulder to be like, yeah, fuck you. You know, as I was like, okay. So, but we did catch that one on tape.
Hey, team, was that a Texas State trooper that asked you to leave?
Yeah, it was a state trooper.
Okay.
I guess I did better than you then. I popped in about the first hour in the morning after the conference began. I got in about 2 minutes at the end of Mark Sargent's address, and I was in the ballroom there, and I did about 7 minutes worth of filming to get a good idea of how many attendees were there, and they broke after Mark Sargent's address for 5 minutes, and people filed out, and I went out into the hallway after I did my filming, and I wasn't out in the hallway more than about 30 seconds, and hotel security and the Texas Ranger came up to me and said, George? And I said, yeah. He said, well, you're going to have to leave.
Yeah, and the guy was pretty cool with me. I mean, the cop, when he came up to me, he was like, hey, man, because after D Marble left, after D Marble left, he went and... Go ahead, George, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying Trooper Brown, the big Texas Ranger with the cowboy hat. Oh yeah, he's a cool guy. He and I chatted quite a bit as he was escorting me out of the area.
Oh, I have him. I have him on camera, like saying, "Well, you guys have to go past this area right here, but if you go right around that corner right there, that's where they're all coming out. You can catch them all right over there." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. Thank you for pointing me out to help me in my fucking what I'm trying to do."
Well,
Appreciate
because
that,
he
sir.
knows, man. Like, he knows how ridiculous this shit is. And even the state trooper realizes how dumb what they're doing is. It just.
But hey, you know what? I wasn't there to give anybody a hard time. I was there just to ask people questions and get their perspective on things. I not one time did I go in there and say, you know what, you guys are wrong. It's a globe. I didn't say that one
True.
fucking time.
You even come in under false pretenses. You identified yourself immediately both
And I
times.
emailed the
Exactly.
fucking. I emailed the.
Hi. I just want an interview. You went up and like, hey, I'm Team Skeptic, and they just pussed out. Like,
And who didn't? Who didn't? The one that gets criticized pretty much more than any of the other ones is Mark Sargent. He's always being called from other flat earthers, not from just us on the Glober side, but from
Yeah.
other flat earthers, like, oh, he's a shill. He's just there,
Yeah.
this, and that. There's only a few people that actually consider Mark Sargent one of the top flat earthers. They don't really ever. If you ever talk to a flat earther, what do they always say when you say, why are you a flat earther? Because they watch what video or video series?
Dubay.
So I've
There you
noticed
go.
some
Dubay, yeah, Dubay.
Not one of
people
them
are
will say. Not one of them will say "Flat Earth Clues" by Mark Sargent.
No.
People are
So-
asking in the chat, and I get this. I've been getting this a lot. People wondering the confusion whether or not I had paid for a ticket. Yes, I registered the night before. I paid by credit card. The total came to $259, or let's see, $269.53, 38 cents. Yeah, yeah. I had a badge.
Oh, wow.
No, I had a badge. That's why I was able to go into the ballroom before they
Yeah.
removed.
And that's why they
So,
should have never removed you. They should have never removed you
Yeah.
because you paid to be there.
I want to say one thing right now.
It's discrimination.
Your interaction with Nathan Thompson. You, sir,
Yes.
were the epitome of calm when dealing with him, because I would have done other things besides throw his damn phone.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
Well,
anybody that hasn't seen it yet, big shout out to George. Big shout out because you know what? Nathan
George's
Thompson
the man.
went over and leaned over his food while he's eating with a phone in his face, and George did what any good human being would do and snatched that shit out of his hand and threw it across the fucking entire restaurant and made him go get his fucking his shit. He's lucky
He
you didn't
cried
dip it.
about
He's
it,
lucky
bro.
you didn't dip it in your gravy before you threw it.
He's lucky you didn't dip his head in your gravy before you threw
Yeah.
it. And
I just love
George,
that.
I mean,
Well, I
I
should have
need like
thought at
a
the time.
repeat video of George just taking his phone and yeeting it across the room.
And then he posted it. Like, look, this makes
Yeah.
me look good.
Proud.
No.
exactly.
The interesting thing was he didn't post the 1 minute before I grabbed the phone
Right.
and tossed it, where I had asked
Of
him
course.
to let me finish eating in peace and come back after I
Exactly.
finished eating.
Exactly. And you, sir, if you like not getting up from the table, you didn't even get up from the table to do what you did. And you just snatched his phone out of his hand. Like, I would have been a lot less cordial with him than what you did, but what you did was the most cordial way you could have told him to go screw himself real quick.
Well,
And
it did help quite a bit. He left me alone after that.
Yeah, because
I'm
anybody
sure he
that
did,
stands up to that punk, he's not looking for anybody that's going to give him a fucking intellectual or physical fight. He's looking for anybody that he thinks he can just walk all over. If that means he's got to wait until there's fucking 50 million guppies around him to do the walking and stomping, then he'll wait till then. Or if he thinks that he's walking or stomping on a smaller guppy, he'll do it then. But the moment you show him that he's not fucking with no little fucking guppy, that what he's really fucking with is a fucking East Texas bass, all right?
a man, yeah,
A real man,
fine.
he's going to fucking nut up and quiet, and he's going to shrivel up the same way he did me when he saw me as he was walking down the hallway. He saw me, he shriveled up, he came back through with a pseudo bodyguard, even though we weren't trying to attack him at any point. He literally went and asked somebody, "Can you walk me past these guys?" And he said, "Okay." He said, "What's wrong?" He said, "I just need you to get my back." Then after all of it was said and done, the guy came up to me and was like, "Hey man, why don't you like Nathan?" And I was like, "I don't even know what to tell you, bro." I was like, "I was here to talk to him." Like, we had already agreed on a conversation. I just went up and said hi to him. Like, I don't know where. He goes, "Man, that dude thinks that you guys were about to kick his ass or something." Like, I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah." He came over there and said, "Hey man, can you escort me past these Globers?"
All right.
And he was like, "Yeah, sure," because he was wearing a badge, obviously.
God.
So he was like, "Yeah, sure." And as he walked up, that's when he was like, "Yeah, these guys, I need you to get my back in case these guys try to attack me." And he put his phone up by his head, and he walked by with his phone covering his eyes, with his camera on the outside of his phone, so he could fucking watch us on his phone screen. He wouldn't even look me in the
He's
eye.
such a liar. Like, he goes, "Oh, I was just on my way to a VIP lunch. There were people waiting on me." Liar. You don't go somewhere and then stop in the middle of your transit with your phone up, already recording, looking to stir shit. If you needed to be somewhere, your ass would have gone straight there.
Oh no, that's he.
Well, and
The
the
thing
whole
is when
aspect
he.
of him,
Go ahead.
the guy coming up with the, are you the smart guys? Are you the smart guys? What is it your fucking business, man? Like, I got nothing to do with you. So
Yeah, okay. And then there was something Nathan keeps saying, right? He keeps saying, I wasn't with that guy. That guy was already on his way to go talk to y'all. When I when I play that video back on Tuesday, I'm going to find that spot where the guy says something that would only be known if he knew that Nathan had already walked by twice and thought we were there to start shit with him. So when I play that video, I don't remember exactly. It was like something like, who's here why are y'all here to cause problems? I think that's what he said. Why are y'all here to cause problems? Or which one of you has the problem? Something like that. Why do you have a problem?
The smart guy. Yeah, the smart guy. Come over here.
Yeah, and that's when he said, why do y'all have a problem? That's when I go, wait a second. Did you come to me or did I come to you? He said, I came to you. I said, okay, well then shoot that has the problem. Move around. Move the fuck around. And what'd they do? They left.
They moved.
They left because that's when Nathan is a fucking, what are they called? A little smoky wiener, right? And he thought his buddy was a slightly bigger smoky wiener and little smoky wiener. And he thought I was just in between him and the bigger smoky wiener. But when he came over here, he saw that I was a goddamn foot-long bratwurst. Don't fuck with me. I eat little smokies, bitch. Sorry, I'm tired, guys. I'm tired.
No, it's all right, man.
Skep's over here with his homies, all like 6 crew deep, like, jog on.
After my,
I know.
Don't worry.
After the incident that I
About
had
to globe
with,
your ass.
Thompson, when I tossed his phone, I thought after the fact that maybe I should have asked him. We should have calculated the Coriolis deflection before the phone.
That would have been fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, that would have been nice.
Right before you threw it, he would have said, "No, that's a reification fallacy." Fing!
Jordan, I'm surprised you didn't break his phone on the ground. Just throw it in front of you. Just fucking smash that bitch right there and there. But you threw it across the room and it fucking survived. So.
The real gangster thing, if looking back on it, would have been just to start using his fucking phone as a goddamn shovel to put food in your mouth. Just start eating with his phone. Like, God.
Yeah.
While he's fucking recording it, live streaming it. Go get my spoon, bitch. All right, so we did have Rodent, no last name. I do want to address this question because it starts out with serious question in all caps, and you cannot deny a serious question in all caps when it starts like that. If I were to buy, it is the law. If I were to buy a high altitude weather balloon, what instruments or experiments would you put on it? Same questions for flurfers. By the way, a weather balloon is only $40. Rodent, let me get back to you on that because I could probably come up with some definitely a barometer.
Altimeter.
I would want a gravimeter, even if it's an accelerometer, like an electronic accelerometer, so you could measure the gravitational acceleration at different points.
Yeah.
to watch it fall off. If you can get enough data points on an accelerometer in a vertical direction, then what you can do at that point is you can extrapolate backwards to see what the distance is to the center of the Earth. Well, no, the mass. If you know the distance, if you know the mass, you can extrapolate to the distance. If you know the distance, then you can extrapolate the mass. So either one, you could do either one on that. So an accelerometer. But let me think about that, and if I can come up with anything really unique, I'll let you know. That's a great question. Thank
The
you.
chat says a P900.
No, you got to go with the P1000.
Camera. Something that never got on camera the next morning when I was having breakfast, some of Nathan Thompson's cohorts came and sat down on the table next to me, and while I was eating, they were speaking in a very loud voice about general relativity, like they were trying to impress me with certain terms of general relativity, and then I'd hear them say, "George!" We're next to you know, the fountain. There was that fountain in the just off to the side of the eating area there. I don't know if you ate breakfast there or not, but they were saying, "George, look, curving water," you know, and there's a little waterfall and that sort of thing. And then the following morning, they brought a beach ball in and threw it in the fountain and started spinning around and said, "George, where's water sticking to the ball?"
Oh, my Lord.
Wow. Amateurs.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, George. Next time you're in Texas, if we go to one of these other flat Earth conferences, you want some help, you let me know, Bubba.
Oh, I can quite handle myself.
I'm sure you can.
George is gangster as hell, y'all. He doesn't need no backup.
No, he's super gangster. Look at him, what he did. Yeah, but
And Cynthia Vicious says there's an accelerometer in your phone. The data isn't that hard to get on Android. Absolutely, you're right. In fact, I brought that up to Wotan tonight, that he could actually download an accelerometer, and he could actually download an accelerometer and see what the acceleration force on the accelerometer is without even accelerating it. He could just leave it sitting there, and it would read a 9.8 meters per second acceleration downward.
but that's density.
Well, I guess upward.
So
So the force would be down, so it accelerates up.
But it's density, obviously, from what he was saying. So it's density.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you have to have one of the newer phones to be doing that. The phones from several years ago only had a 3-point axis accelerometer. Now they have like 9-point axis, where through certain algorithms you can actually use it basically as an accelerometer, measuring static accelerations, kind of like a gravimeter.
Colorado Biker Prepper says refractive interferometer to measure the refractive index. That'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one thing I tell any flat earther that ever tries to show a picture and say this is proof that we see too far. There's one easy question you can ask to debunk everything they say. What's the refractive index? If they don't know that,
What?
then they have no idea whether they're supposed to. They have no idea whether they're seeing too far or not.
Yeah, they never
say,
record any of the atmospheric data, like barometric pressure, temperature, and even most of the time they don't even give you accurate positioning information.
Hey, look at that. MC
that.
Toon is in the
MC
chat.
Toon.
Also another fucking Dallasite that came. Well, he's not a Dallasite. He's a Minnesotian.
I'm
that
sorry,
came down.
is it MC
Minnesotan?
Toon or Mick Toon?
Oh, MC
Minnesotian.
Toon is in
MC Toon.
Minnesota.
I know it's
MC
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 Toon.
Toon is from Minnesota.
I'm
I
kidding.
call him Mick all the
I
time.
think, MC Toon, you're
I'm
from
in
Minnesota, right?
too. I'm on the Canadian border, International Falls.
Oh, I think he's from Minnesota. I'm almost positive it is. It's something way up there, but
It's one of the
yeah.
sodas.
Again, like he was perfect. Me and him, and I didn't see anything on camera, George, to suggest that you were being belligerent, rude, disruptive.
Oh no, I wasn't. In
anything.
fact, I never spoke to anyone other than registering the previous night. My full intention was to go there and just be quiet and observe, and I wasn't even going to ask any questions. And apparently, it was Bob Noel that had recognized me. They probably recognized my name from the registration. They may have looked over the registration, saw my name, and then he recognized me, and he was the one that apparently, well, he's been bragging about it on Globusters and other shows, that he was the one that convinced Robbie Davidson to have me removed.
Oh, wow. MC Toon wants to come in if you have a chance.
Let me get you 1 second, Toon. I'll email you an invite. Let me get through the super chat. On your next debate, can you push for an explanation of why things disappear from the bottom up at a distance? Never heard a good flurf explanation. Well, this goes back to what we were talking about, red pill philosophy. See, red pill philosophy has an explanation that is a good explanation, but it's also faulty. His explanation is called the Riley criterion, I believe. And that's where you have, the resolution of a camera when you start introducing two things that have a smaller angular distance between them than the resolution of the camera. Therefore, they appear as one object. And if you look along if I'm getting anything wrong, guys, please speak up and let me know, because I'm not a photographer. I'm just trying to, tell this from how I understand it. But if you get a better resolution camera, then of course or if you zoom in where you're increasing the resolution, it all comes back into view. This is a good explanation for why things disappear from the bottom to the top. What it fails to explain is why those ships aren't reducing in angular size appropriately.
Yes.
Well, the problem with that whole explanation, of course, is that angular resolution just doesn't affect the bottom of the photograph or image. It's uniform over the whole image. All you do is you lose detail.
Yes, and that is something they don't understand at all. And one thing I want to bring up while we're in here is, team, have you seen, I'm sure you have, JM's cease and desist order?
Oh, yeah.
I have to bring it up because just reading that cease and desist order is just, he's putting fuel to the fire of him getting dumb fuck of the year. I'm just saying.
Signs their names with a handwriting font.
Oh.
Writes it in the second person.
It's on his own letterhead. It's not a legal document, motherfucker.
I know, man. I don't understand how you can go through life being so wrong and not knowing it. You're just wrong about everything you do in life, and you have no idea.
Ask Anthony Riley about that too.
Yeah, Anthony Riley, great example. This is why these two are fighting for dumb fuck of the year, because they consist every time they open their mouth. If Riley doesn't want to win, all he has to do is shut up for a month. JM wins. Because JM will talk over the next month. If JM wants to win, all he has to do is shut the fuck up, because Riley will talk over the next month. The person who talks the most in the next 30 days is going to be the one that wins dumb fuck of the year.
But I think Riley's much further ahead.
All I'm saying, Team Skeptic, is that...
Oh, hold on. What's George?
I was saying I think Riley's much further ahead because he's actually submitted the first Flat Earth Master's thesis.
And peed in a bottle on stream. So.
Yeah, Andy streamed on stream.
And he also says CO2 isn't a gas, so I don't know.
Density is a force.
Yeah, this is an egg.
5 divided by 0 is 5.
Yeah. Well, if you have 5 and you don't divide it, then it's 5, right?
I honestly... I can't take natural selection seriously because JM and Riley have both made it to adulthood, and one of them is at least reproduced.
Oh God, I know.
I know.
Okay, so I have we have a couple of people to address and a couple of super chats. We have Caliban says, "How bad was the debate with Wotan?" At Team Skeptic, missed the live stream. So I'm going to let you guys answer that for us. Here you go, panel. I'm turning it over to you.
It was that fucking bad.
Was it enjoyable? Was the shitstorm entertaining?
Yes.
Yeah. When you put in the chat, I'm doing this because I know you guys enjoy it. I realized we were at the dumpster fire section of what was going on.
Oh yeah, when I typed that in the
Peak
chat,
dumpster
I had already made the decision in my head to start pushing buttons that I knew would trigger him. Not saying things like being violent or angry towards him, but asking him certain questions and refuting certain portions of his claims in certain ways that I know would just get him fucking riled up.
Team, I literally submitted super chats of math questions to watch you chuckle at him not answering.
And I did.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you very much for that.
You're
If the
welcome.
guy's
That
going to say
debate
ding
was
over and
literally
over
like-
again,
Go ahead, recovering. Go ahead, recovering.
I was going to say that debate was literally like walking over a field of Legos barefoot.
Hey,
yeah.
I got to bring Legos into the shit. Bodie McBoatface, my man. 6.66 New Zealand dollars. Hail Sagan. Just because. Thank you, sir.
Hail Sagan.
I do appreciate
Hail
it.
Sagan.
You've paid for my migraine medicine tomorrow, for my aneurysm trip to the fucking doctor to cure my aneurysm. Yes, you helped with that. Thank you, sir. Very, very much. I appreciate it.
All hail Sagan.
Well, Caliban, I hope that fucking answered your question. Because that's about as close to being legitly explained as possible. It was a dumpster fire, lots of denial of science. So, okay, Caliban, here's a great thing. Here's something that needs to be remembered about our fucking debate tonight, right? My first proof I offered to him was bringing up a biological accelerometer, okay? Something where they couldn't say, well, that's man-made. Well, they just programmed this in there. Well, this and this and that, and this and this and that. He said, I'm not a biologist. Well, it had nothing to do with biology, so I just said, okay, forget the whole biological part. It's an accelerometer. It tells you which way is down. But I'm not a biologist. Okay, I know, you're not a biologist. We get this.
Yeah.
You're not a lot of things in life that end with the word "ist," you know. So you're a dump truck driver ist. You know, that's what you would be if you were anything. Wotan.
Right.
So, but anyway, yeah. Let's see. After that, then he said I didn't present science at all. After telling me that the evidence I brought forth, he couldn't understand it because he wasn't a biologist. So he had to be a biologist
how would he know?
to understand what I was saying because it wasn't science, I guess. I don't know. So
he didn't. This dude was how do you explain how this guy was? He was
A rare kind of stupid would work, maybe.
yeah, but
So he's a genetic he's a walking genetic fallacy. So anything you say that contradicts his established belief system he's going to say either you weren't there, so you don't know that it was true, or I'm not there, or I wasn't there, therefore I don't know it was true. He can never admit that, oh yeah, this is true. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm true. He did it tonight. I showed him an experiment, and the first thing he said was, they faked it. So, okay, how do you know they faked it? Well, did you see the edits in there? Well, every one of my fucking videos are edited. Does that mean that every one of my videos are fake?
right.
No, it doesn't. It just means that they fucking put it together in a way that you could understand, to comprehend. I showed him a picture, a representation of the Casimir effect. He thought I was presenting an experiment with a picture on the screen. He thought that was an experiment I was presenting.
God.
I was like, no, I'm just
he really did. That was
giving you a demonstration.
Oh god. So, team, I got a question for you. Are you getting close to being done with debating flat earthers and going toward more where your science and satire channel is going with just bringing on intelligent people to explain things that we don't understand, or how do you feel about that?
I still believe that two things. First off, I'm in complete belief that talking to a flat earther about science, to talk to any one of them, you basically have to talk to them as if they're in the 7th grade. And that's not a joke. I'm not saying that they're that mal-educationed, that they just have had so little intellectual attention given to them for their whole lives that they just don't understand it. No, this is the level at which they understand science up to that level. Anything after that level is going to be science that supports a globe model, so they just say, I'm going to be voluntary or willfully ignorant of that information. Right. As long as they don't understand the information, then they can continue to say, well, this is my best understanding of science. So to me, it's very boring. I feel like that's why almost like the dumpster fires are fun. They make talking to seventh graders fun. Let's have a fucking, or mental seventh graders, not actual seventh graders, but they make talking to mental seventh graders fun because we don't have to worry about all the information that's just being declined and denied. Let's get to the part where we start just jumping down each other's throats. But see, then there's no context to that. It's not fun if you don't have a context that builds up to it. It's why when you watch shows that involve like wrestling or fighting, or they do a pre-show, right? Talking about the fighter's life, what led up to the fight, everything like that. Well, you guys want that. That's why we go through the first part of the show and give them the chance to deny the science and then turn it into a dumpster fire. If I just go full-blown dumpster fire, you're going to be like, you just came in there with a gallon of lighter fluid and a box of matches. That's not what I want to do. I want to try to talk to these guys first, and then we'll see where it goes.
That's kind of what do you call it? Schrodinger's cat did with what was his name? It was the roaming or whatever. I mean, whatever he did, he sparked him off at the beginning, and it was just a dumpster fire from then on out. And I know you try not to make it a dumpster fire, but it's just these guys, like this guy was a dumpster fire from everything I heard on in. Because he just kept talking over you and everything else, which is a typical Flurf move.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot. I've had several people reach out to me because of Fight the Flat Earth does a lot of debates. So they'll reach out to me and say, hey, when are you going to debate? When are you going to debate? And I really just didn't want to, man. It just I only got back into it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, honestly, I tell you the truth. I as a fan and watching your stuff, I honestly do like the way your science or satire is going with bringing on these experts, and y'all have these discussions and interviews with these experts about the way things are, because it gives us the problem is, and you see with the Fight the Flat Earth channel too, is that it's the same guys debating the same stuff over and over again. But when you bring on like actual intellectuals that want to discuss what's going on, and you can ask some questions and stuff, it actually gives you a good mental break from the ridiculousness of the flat earth.
Bodie McBoatface says, what channel was the debate on? I think it'd be a good time to plug the channel. The Modern Day Debate channel, Bodie. It was actually a really good... You'll have fun. If you watch it, you have 3 hours of entertainment ahead of you, okay? And don't turn it off.
Yeah.
If you turn it off, go open the freezer, stick your face in there, cool down, and then come back to the debate, because it does get good. It stays fun all the way until the end. It's hard to watch. Go ahead.
Yeah, put your face in the freezer another couple times and come back. You'll be fine.
And yes, we also have Harry Warp says, still live? Yeah, we're gonna be live for just a little bit longer. This is my wind down session. I really don't mind doing stuff like this either with you guys. Like not having Fight the Flat Earth on sometimes, and having just a bunch of people that enjoy watching the show and just come on and talk, even with Fight the Flat Earth on, but just having like a not a conventional science or satire or Team Skeptic stream, just have one where we all hang out and kind of bullshit about debates. Now, my question to you guys is, and I'm not stopping doing what I'm doing on science or satire, because I do enjoy bringing people on like Professor Phil Bell and Mortimer and Professor Dave and Greater Sapien. I love bringing those people on. And I know you guys enjoy the conversations they're having, because you leave in positive comments in the chats, and you're very supportive of it. So that part won't change. I think I'm going to start hosting more and more intelligent interviews with people for the science or satire. But do you guys want to see me debate more? I mean, is it something that is entertaining to y'all? If it's entertaining to y'all, I'll do it. This is my job. I'm an entertainer. So if it's entertaining to y'all, I will go out there and fucking put my shit on the line and entertain you guys.
Well, debate in what way?
You should debate more because you're really good at it, and they don't have to devolve into dumpster fires. They can actually be productive for the audience, because debates are not for the people participating. Debates are for the audience.
Right.
And you're pretty much the only one that shows up prepared. So,
well, I would like to see you debate people in other aspects, not just flat Earth. Like, we talked about young Earth creationism or global warming or whatever. I'd like to see you, if you want to, span out into other debates with people like that as well.
Yeah, see, even in there, the first couple of them that come in, yes, debate, yes, debate more, yes, Team Skeptic, love debate. Check your stream. Oh, Streamlabs, who's your atheist? I'm so sorry. Let me go just verify that. Oh, $10 for me. Let me get this super chat. Oh, go ahead, George. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, the more amusing debates will never happen. That would be with Quantum Eraser or Oakley. They'll never come out of their safe space.
What if we invaded their safe space, though?
There we go. They mute us. They mute there. Yes.
How about this, guys? Listen, I want. Go ahead, George. Go ahead.
I gave up 9 months ago. What will happen? They have control of the mute button. They'll just mute you and talk over you.
Yeah.
That's what happens. They lob their lame insults at you and then just mute you when... Haven't you listened to an Oakley show lately?
Oh, yeah. No, every time, like, I search my name at least once a day so I can see if anybody has put out anything that needs to be addressed or whatnot. Every single fucking day, Nathan Oakley tags me in his fucking live debate. Let me go to it. I see today's. I did this live on Unirock's channel, and I was like...
Yeah, I mean, you just can't go anywhere.
Been there every time.
No, we're not listening to that whack-ass music. All right, let's see.
Well, I might also point out from Globusters last weekend, Bob was talking about Dr. Danny Faulkner, and then after that was mentioning about me. And in a typical fashion, he was lying. I couldn't believe that he said this. He said that after I had been removed from the conference, I tried to sneak back in with somebody else's badge, dressed as a flat earther. And I'm like, well,
how do you dress? Yeah, how do you dress?
Well, let me start. Let me tell you what you have to do, guys. Let me tell you what you have to do. If you want to dress like a flat earther, you start by going to a dumpster, okay? Jump in the dumpster. Now, you would think that I'm saying jump in the dumpster to get your current clothes dirty, but that's not at all what I'm talking about. Jump in the dumpster, find a new pair of clothes in there that are already pre-soaked with bacon grease and oil. Throw those on. Then take your pant leg that has all the bacon grease and oil on it, like work it into your... You got to lather that shit in. Get it real lathered in. Take, like, I don't know, some 2-day-old mayonnaise or something and put it, like, right there on your, like, cheek, right? So your face has that 2-day-old mayonnaise smell, and you also have that lack of sun look that goes with it. Then that's what dressing like a flat earther is, okay? Make sure that if you don't have 3 holes in your pants, that you go and you see J.M. Truth in his hole punching degree, and he'll punch a hole in your pants for you.
Well, he was kicked out, though, so how do you, he was kicked out of the...
My goal is to convert J.M. Truth into being a globe earther and to teach him how to spell properly and how to do math. Those are my only goals right there.
I do agree with negative exponents in the live chat that you can't shower.
Oh, speaking of flat earthers, how did you like that car that was parked off on the side there just outside?
Oh, I got a picture of it. I got a picture. I got a whole video of it.
That was hilarious. Yeah. In fact, did you ever take a good look at the grill? Is his radiator overflow bottle was like a plastic water bottle that he had a hose duct taped into.
Did you see? Hold on. No. The funniest shit was when he had a winch secured to his front to his front frame, so that he could use it to winch the bumper to his front frame. Instead of attaching the actual bumper, he attached a winch and winched his bumper up. Fucking moron. Okay, hold on. I do have a super chat I need to read. Who's your atheist? 8 minutes ago. $10 on the Streamlabs. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Admit it. You lost. And Earth is now flat. You're an idiot, and so is anyone that gives you money. Oh, wait. Damn it. Seriously, man, you must have needed a big-ass Tylenol for that headache. Like I said, it's, when you don't really... I guess you can get a headache if you allow 3-year-old children to annoy you so much that they just give you a headache. But me, yeah. I'm really good at not letting stupid shit bother me. Just like with Killer Whale, when he started throwing insults, after saying I'm going to go through this whole thing without throwing any insults around, and then he just immediately started going after me, attacking me with insults.
I'm not going to call names.
Exactly. And that was
starts interrupting you and scripture. Yep. He was like, I just read some scripture. I'm like, bro, this is a science debate. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So tonight, like they were saying, I did message in the middle of it. Okay, I'm done. We're having fun. This is me having fun moving forward. And from that point forward, it was all about fun. Like I really just had a good time with him.
God damn.
There's nothing he could have said or talked over me or anything at that point that would have truly triggered me or truly got me upset. I did want to get some good information out to him so that it could be, considered an official, not just a dumpster fire, but actual have information behind it so that you can see why it was a dumpster fire. But I only got 2 out of my 3 points out. Oh my God, did y'all hear him do the ending? Like, he just decided the debate was going to be over then. He said, all right, I'm done. And I was like, okay. He's like, no, you can't talk. What? You can't talk. We agreed that you can't talk anymore. I was like, what? No, that's not what I agreed to. Like, we agreed that you were done with your point. I hadn't even gotten to my third point yet. I had not even gotten to my third point yet. So, yeah, that's where it was. That's when I was like, okay, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna fucking go super troll on him and see if we can't fucking get him to rage quit. He didn't rage quit. Good on him. He didn't rage quit. Unless you consider just going la 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 like over me while I'm talking rage quitting, he did do that. So maybe he did rage quit. But no, he didn't rage quit at all. He made it to the end.
He brain quit. Didn't rage quit.
Yeah,
he gets 1 times 10 to the negative 17th amount of respect from me. And if you're listening, Wotan, no, it's not a negative number. Oh, that was so funny. We said, what are the internal angles of a triangle? Why do I need to know that? I don't know. Well, I'm not going to answer that.
I don't know that science stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that. That's irrelevant. No, fucking moron. It's fucking a triangle. You can't tell me what that is. You're going to tell me about the rest of the geometry of our Earth and cosmology.
That's exactly what I was trying to talk to Vlad about when he was debating on Craig's 20-hour live stream. I was like, so you're not good at math and you're not good at geometry. Why do you think you're qualified to talk about the shape of the Earth?
Exactly. They're not. They're morons. All right. So let me see and make sure we haven't missed anything. Oh, yeah, we did miss a 1 or 2. Let me go to those real quick.
We going to get MC Toon in here?
Oh, God, dog it. I'm so sorry, Toon. I'm literally trying to do several things at one time. But yes, let me get that right now. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, Toon, check your email. It'll be there. See, I know it's a little bit late on the thing, so now I actually got to get to it before he hears it. Because the stream is always delayed a little bit. So now he's checking his email and it ain't there yet.
Ugly
but it's there now.
Says, Vlad was window-looking champion on his short bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I gotta tell you, when he popped onto Craig's stream the other day, and he's just laughing and giving himself points, he was drinking the whole time. So I'm convinced that his insane laughing and telling himself that he's won, he's just drunk.
Hey, J.L. Warren says you changed your voice. Did I change my voice? Does my voice sound different? It must have.
Not to
I wonder
me.
if it went out. I wonder if I got like a lag spike or something. What up, Tune? How you doing, man?
Yo.
Let me get through this last super chat real quick so I don't miss it before we move forward. Okay, we have also from Jared Warren for $1.99. Columbus stole equation for gravity from Newton. Oh man, that was hilarious. That was fucking hilarious when we said one thing I didn't cover in the video because I was allowing the community to vote at how many times he said something stupid. He said that Columbus was the first person to discover that the world wasn't flat. He also said Copernicus was 500 AD or 500 BC first, then 500 AD, then he used to know. I remember that one. I used to know. That was hilarious when he said that.
You pissed him off big time when you were like, yeah, see, that's why it's important to continue your education, and he got so mad.
Oh, yeah, I said, that's why it's important for you to continue your education so you don't fall for scams and idiotic ideas like the flat earth. He did not like that.
He was so mad.
It was hilarious. I love when I piss him off with fucking commentary. What's up, Tune? How you doing, man?
I just love how you laid the trap for him. You're just like, are you sure you want to go with that?
There we go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, right.
Are you sure you want to talk about lead being magnetic? You really want to go there?
Oh, magnetic lead is great.
Skeptic,
Tastes sugary.
Ugly German Truth. He asked what your third point would have been.
Oh, my third point was going to be rotation. I was going with Greater Sapiens, or I'm sorry, not Greater Sapiens, but Wolfie 6020's observations of the Yotvos effect, which shows rotation.
Nice.
Yeah, Tune, how you doing, man?
I'm good. It's cold.
getting-
Hey, MC Tune. How you
You're
doing?
getting a late join tonight.
Yo.
What's
Yeah,
up, Tim?
everybody's in bed. But we had to drive back from family, and I had some caffeine, so I'm awake.
I believe George is going to be joining us on Tuesday. Are you going to be able to make it, George?
Yes, I'll make it. What
All right.
time?
It'll be Tuesday evening. What time do you want to do it?
8 to like just before 10. I have a debate at 10.
10 p.m. on Tuesday?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Central or Eastern?
Central. Yeah.
Central. Okay.
The Flurf works till 9, and I said, well, let's do it 10. So. And if you've not
sure
seen his
there?
rant, who knows?
Who is it?
But
Tune?
he's from Facebook, Austin Whitsitt, and if you want to see his 12-minute rant,
no, I saw.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw his
that's
rant on your page today. Yeah.
Where are
he's
you? Where are you
crazy.
doing that debate at?
On my channel.
Okay, you're doing that on your channel. Okay.
Yeah, well, he may redo it on his Facebook page too.
But he's very angry.
He's mad. Yeah.
Shock.
So.
Cynthia Vicious says, Team Skeptic's voice is the same, but when he became a real man instead of a Lego, his face changed. Agreed. The no last name. The Wotan effect. The Wotan effect. You don't have an experiment, and then you spelled it wrong because he didn't say ding the whole time. He said dink, 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 dink.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Dink, 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 dink. I'm a 12-year-old that smokes cigars. Dink, 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 dink.
You know what he reminded me of was the baby in Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah.
The baby that was in the carriage. I'm smoking the cigars. I'm a baby in the rain, fucking carriage. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So did you catch the debate, Tune?
No, I was with family and driving and stuff. It was Thanksgiving for celebration today, so yeah.
Good luck
I'll
making it
catch
all
you
the way
later.
through. Good luck making it all the way through. Watch it on 2x speed.
Oh yeah.
Here's the easy way to fix that problem, okay? If you don't want to have to hear him too much or hear his voice too nastily or whatever, just take it into Adobe Audition, Okay, extract the center channel, and there's a preset on there that says "real man's voice." Okay, when you throw that filter on there, it's gonna leave only my voice and James's voice. It's gonna filter out Wotan. Okay,
Yeah.
you might hear in the background,
Pretty much.
you'll hear that, but you're not gonna hear him talk. It will filter out any voice that does not sound like a real man's voice.
That is so true.
Hugo
true.
says
God.
Wotan also sounds like a broken vibrator. I feel sorry for the owner of that broken vibrator.
Oh no, honey, broken vibrators don't sound anything like that. You're welcome.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Thanks for covering.
I'm amazed that Team Skeptic didn't immediately reply to that.
To what?
Well, you're in the,
He wasn't
you're in
even
the
listening.
panel
Amazing.
too.
Awesome.
So
Oh yeah, I also said Wotan was 5'2" during the debate.
yeah, you did. Yeah.
I said, "What are you like, 5'2", bro?" That's what I said. I said, "What, you think it's fucking flat because you look around? Would you look out and see a 3-mile fucking horizon?" And all I said, "Oh, my bad. You're 5'2", so you only see about a 2.6-mile horizon."
Yeah, that was good shit, dude.
You can't fuck with me, man. I used to host rap battles, guys. I used to be able to at least hold my own on the stage with a microphone. I know behind this microphone right here, if you want to get into a fucking clowning session, we can have fun with it, and we can go back and forth. Just don't expect me to be nice. Expect me to pull all the fucking punches out. Yes, Wotan, you speak like a 12-year-old person who smokes a lot of cigarettes, that's 5'2", and sees a horizon that's 2.6 miles away. Those are facts. J.L. Warren. Oh, $4.99.
I can go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what J.L. Warren was. That's what Jared was saying fucking earlier when he's like, your voice changed. He was talking about Killer Whale when he said that my voice changed to when I said Einstein, and I was like, so Einstein and Michelson went in and saved the Michelson-Morley experiment and the ether and this and that, and he was like, yeah, then you just changed your name and said, oh, Einstein, to make me look stupid, and I was like, I didn't change my voice. I didn't fucking change my voice. We were not at Dumpsterfire in that debate yet. I was still being polite. But yeah, you're right. I did change my voice, Jared. Wotan sounds like if Joe Pesci cut his balls off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say I've seen 2 people in the chat say Wotan Clan.
Wotan Clan.
Oh, I was doing that in the chat, the whole time.
That's all. When I see that, that's what I read.
Wotan Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
I called him Wu-Tang all night.
Let's see. Trying to see if there's anybody else that's sending. Team Skeptic, Dink the wrestler clown. I think Wotan's probably like one of those people that you'll find them like the little people that they stick in like barrels at the rodeo and let bulls hit them. Like I'm sure you could fit 2 Wotans inside of one of those barrels. Look, here's another one. Rodent, no last name, at Team Skeptic. Every time he said, "You're not a real skeptic," I wanted to shout, "You're not my real dad!" Epic rap battle. Huh?
Wotan. Harry Warp says Wotan.
Let's see. Josh just played. He says, Team Skeptic. He asked me if I should let it go 2 to 3 hours. I said yes, only when it comes to the flat earth shit. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Josh. He asked me if I should let it go 2 to 3 hours. I said yes, only when it comes to flat earth shit.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you mean there, bud. If you want to reformulate that so it's a little bit more, so I understand. Yeah, rodeo clown. That's what I was looking for, Harry Warp. You know what, guys? I hate to admit this, right? Because, men, right? Us big men, we don't like to admit when we're faulty or injured or anything. But I think I'm fucking suffering from aphasia. Like, I'm not even kidding. Rodeo clown was what I pictured in my head, what I had right there. I know exactly what the fuck I'm trying to say, but I couldn't come up with the words. And I went and, been doing some research on it. That's kind of what it's all about. Aphasia is having a problem trying to translate the ideas in your head to the words in your mouth. Kind of weird. But it's happened several times. So, but yeah,
That's what happens when
rodeo clown. Huh?
That's what happens when you get old.
Fuck off. You're old. You're old!
I'm not as old as you.
So? You're still old. RBG
I don't even know how old I am.
65. RBG Zorfix says MC Tune is woke. Yes, he is.
It's the caffeine.
Jet Guitar says at Team Skeptic it was a sex joke. Oh, what was it? I missed it. Where's my sex joke?
Stringer News 1 said broken vibrators right twice a day. Maybe that's it.
Oh, we're playing this game on amateur mode. Twice a day.
Yeah, every time, Rodent no last name, every time he said pressure, I pictured David Bowie singing, Under Pressure, dum da da dum da da dum dum, dum da da dum da da dum dum.
Yep.
I'm not sure that was David Bowie, though, was it?
It was David Bowie and Queen.
Oh,
Queen,
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
What? No, I don't think it was. It wasn't Queen, was it? Was it?
Yeah, it was Queen and David Bowie.
Really? I thought it was him and God, what's his name?
Vanilla Ice. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I know.
Man, name escapes me. Sorry.
Bella Charge says Professor Bell is back. You should invite him in. Bella, I'm actually about to shut it down, man. I would love to have had him on though. Hey, Professor, we need to get you back on, man. That was people really, really, really fucking enjoyed your episode on Science or Satire. They enjoyed the way you spoke very elegantly and very you really put the science out there, and you didn't give any room for flirts to have any enjoyment from that. And I appreciate you not giving them any enjoyment from it. So we'll definitely need to get you back on. Yeah, Queen and David Bowie, 100%. That's what Psionic Monk says. I think it's right. I thought it was Queen. I wasn't sure about David Bowie, but I thought it was Queen. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna look it up.
And then Josh just played you. Said you're welcome. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, Josh just played you. Said you're welcome. I still don't know what he's welcoming me about for. I don't think I remembered what you said. Oh, there it is. Team Skeptic. He only goes 1 to 1. Oh, yeah. I got you. I did think that was a good idea for him to go for 3 hours, because, and thank you for asking him for that, so he didn't cut us off early. There was a great response. Thank you guys, everybody who super chatted in that to Modern Day Debates. Thank you so much for doing that. That channel is amazing. I didn't realize exactly what they did and how they approached all the topics. And that guy, I feel like James is one of the more non-biased moderators. I try to be non-biased in my moderation, but he's pretty damn good at being non-biased. There was a couple times tonight where he asked me to be quiet. So
he was having a hard time. He was having a hard time tonight, but yeah, he did a great job.
Jared Warren says George over there smirking at all this old talk. Well, he's over there, he's like, youngins. Youngins ain't old. All right, so
Team Skeptic, I think our jokes were going a little bit over your head. Penguin95 got it and said, used properly, a broke vibrator's right multiple times a day.
Yes, it is. I'm not the one that said that, though. I'm not the one that said the broken vibrators right twice a day. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby or X Penguin.
Stringer News 1 said that.
Exactly. Blame him.
Making jokes and Team's just ignoring pretty much everything.
I'm in the chat today. I'm in the chat log today. They're killing it in there. Your pal Al says Wotan sounds like Ned on South Park. Ned on.
Yeah,
I can
that thing
I can only think of Ned on The Simpsons right now. Hold on.
He smokes. He's been smoking for his whole life, and he talks like.
Oh yes.
They're coming right now.
What are you
Hi.
doing?
Hi, my name is Wotan. The
Welcome
Earth
to
is
meet
flat.
ya.
The Earth is
Yeah.
flat.
What are you
La,
doing?
la,
He's,
What you's doing?
it's it sounds a little like Lemon Bird though.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's not wrong. That's not wrong.
Or he has a little
That's what
bit of
Wotan's gonna
bender.
sound like when he gets older. What's that, George?
I say he has a little bit of bender in him from Futurama.
When he hits puberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of bender.
Bender, how you doing? Yes, exactly.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Since we have everybody here, we're going to walk everybody out one at a time so everybody can let the people know who they are, what they do, and if they have a channel, they can shout it out. We will start... Navy Tex, you're new to the panel, so why don't we start with
Yes.
you first? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so Navy Tech's 37. I'm a huge fan of everything that's going on here, and I'm thankful to Team Skeptic for letting me in the chat. I love everything you do, so that's it.
Oh man, that's awesome. I'm glad you came on. We're
Thank
we're
you.
gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this more, and I'm gonna try to be on my Discord more. Those are the two things that I've really. My New Year's resolution before we even get to the New Year's is going to be those two things. Interaction more with the people who truly want to support me. And I'm not talking about the monetary supporters. I do appreciate the monetary supporters, but there's a lot of people out there. I'm telling you guys, when I go and I watch people badmouth me on other channels or in the chat on other channels, there's always somebody there that's sticking up for me and saying, hey, you know, what, you ain't talking shit, this and that. Well, this, you know, they're always sticking up for me. And so when I do this stuff, and when I say I want to do these debates because I want to make the people who support me proud, I want to make my channel members proud, my channel patrons proud, anybody that super chats me proud, anybody that hits that like button, anybody that's clicks subscribe, anybody that clicks the share button and puts it on Twitter so that other people can see it. I want to make those people proud, and that's what I try to do every single time I enter into an online discussion with somebody who disagrees with me.
Well, just thank you for letting me on. I'm just a fan, so I get to get on here to talk to you guys, and it's awesome. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, man. And also, just to verify everything I'm saying, Stephen Cook, who absolutely is somebody who's an amazing person. He's offered to do stuff for me all the fucking time, and he's badass. And he can sum it up, and everything that I've been dealing with for the past couple of months. I mean, there's people that know the inside story about what I've been going through. I'm not going to put it all out there. It's just been stressful, okay? He'll tell you, Team Skeptic, yeah, you have not responded to me for months. Tongue sticking out, smiley face. That's the best way to handle it, guys, because it's not anything personal. I love each and every one of you guys, and I appreciate all the fucking the moral support you guys give me. And I'm so sorry that I can't fucking be there to answer every question. But I am going to make myself more available to each and every one of you guys. So, thank you, Navy Techs, for coming out tonight. Thanks for coming on and helping keeping this enjoyable. It was absolutely fun. And I think he might have already been gone. Okay, well, he's gone. Let's see if... Tao, are you still there? You haven't talked to him forever, man.
He said he fell asleep and that he was going to go to bed.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and close him out. Big shout out to Tau Ceti Alpha, everybody out there. He should have a new video coming out next couple of days, or next couple of weeks, I guess. I don't know how long it's going to be, but he should have a new Flat Earth Full Retard mode coming out, and I definitely recommend. I'm sure you're going to see clips from my debate on there. So, let's see who's next. Okay, God, I can't even see who's on the panel with me right now. George Natchuk. We'll go. Yeah, George, we'll go ahead and let you plug your channel and everything you do, man, because you're amazing.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm a professional engineer, a real professional engineer, unlike Bob Knodel. I have master's degrees in mathematics and electrical engineering, PhD in electrical engineering with control theory and electromagnetic theory concentrations. And my channel is more geared towards university students. I produce videos, teaching videos on solving various type problems in physics, electronics, and mathematics. And my channel is not for flat earthers at all. out of over 100 videos, I might have made a couple that are aimed towards flat earthers, particularly calling out Bob Nodal. There's one on there called Bob Nodal, still a fraud and liar and really stupid. So that's about it. Is if there's college students out there or anyone that knows college students that want to get a kind of better handle on their math and physics, they can visit my channel. So that's it.
Oh shit, I was muted. I'm sorry. Well, George, thank you very much for coming on. Like I said, we'll get back in touch with you on Tuesday. So we're only going to be talking FEIC experiences there. Share any personal experiences you might have had. Anybody that you might have met that that impressed you, with their ability to actually have a conversation. Whereas I thought I was going to have a conversation with Nathan and didn't. I didn't think I was going to get a conversation from Mark Sargent and did. So we'll talk about both of those experiences and any experiences you have on Tuesday. And I'll be sure to keep you informed on the times and all that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I probably have a few anecdotes that you might enjoy.
You know what? I'm outside of just me. The people will love to hear it, man. I know they would because they're so wrapped up in this shit right now that they're gonna love to hear your side of your stories and your experiences there. And I'm telling you guys, I've been holding off. I've been keeping this video put aside. It's the video of my confrontation with Nathan. We're gonna play that on Tuesday night so that all you people can see that when I say that something happened, it happened the way I said it because I don't have any reason to lie. Hell, MC Toon was there. He'll tell you. He saw everything firsthand. He'll tell you from firsthand experience. We'll hear his side on Tuesday. Speaking of which, since we're talking about this, MC Toon, why don't you go ahead and go next? Thank you, George. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, man. Okay.
Fair enough.
Thanks for having me on. Quick here. It's I'll have to listen to Wotan Clan later.
Good luck.
And looking forward to Tuesday. Should be a busy day Tuesday. We got Reds and Antonio. Is that going to happen? Maybe
that I don't know. Right? What time is that on Tuesday?
Yeah, I think that's about 5 Central. I think.
Okay, well we'll do it
Red's
after. We'll make sure. No, is it on Red's channel or
it's
Simon
early.
Dan's?
It's on
Simon
Dan's
Dan's
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Yeah, it's on Simon. I believe it's on Simon Dan's channel.
I can check that.
Damn.
I need to see. Oh, hey guys, yeah, somebody could please link George's channel. If one of my moderators could please do that.
Let's see, 8 p.m. London time.
That's 2 p.m. Central.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be way before us.
Yep.
Oh, and then Stringer News with the classic question: daytime
Daytime or nighttime?
or nighttime?
Daytime, nighttime.
Why do I have the best subs in the fucking world? I do. That's why I love every one of you motherfuckers. All right.
So, and then I got the debate with Austin Whitsitt, or be careful how you pronounce it. Don't be accidental in how you pronounce that. Anyway, and I put his rant in the chat. It's classic. So that's it. Thank you.
All right. Well, Toon, thank you for coming on, man. We'll see you Tuesday night. Take it easy, brother.
Bye.
Okay, so now we're going completely fucking foreign, okay? We're going to go from Texas to goddamn Albania with Recovering Albanian. How you doing tonight? And say goodbye. Thank you very much.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Say it in your native language. Teach us how to speak Albanian.
There are a lot of languages I actually do speak, and Albanian's actually not one of them. So maybe one day, but not yet. I do not currently have much of a channel. I need a laptop upgrade, and I am not currently in a financial position to do that. So until I'm able to upgrade my stuff, I will not have anything really going on. But I do a little bit of voice acting, a general nerd, and I love true crime and sci-fi. So you may get all or nothing of those when I eventually do get my channel up. We'll see.
Renee Enemy says, I saw a guy last night, Team Skeptic, at my local Walmart that is your doppelganger. It was spooky. Well, obviously it was spooky because he was so fucking thin that no light bounced off to him, according to my subs. That's gotta be fucking spooky, Renee. Run. Okay, and then also I want to give a shout out to Chrismer with the Fail Wells All Night. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Shout out to Jared Warren. Let's see. He says Robbie has given up on flat Earth conferences. Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, he's selling it off.
So I don't know if anybody will buy it though. It was kind of small this year.
I think we should buy it.
Fuck.
I think we should buy it and put on a globe conference.
Could you? Oh my God! Could you imagine if
Let's crowdfund it. I'm dead serious.
Hell yeah, we could make it fucking a co-op ownership. Hell, everybody that puts in gets a piece of it.
That's right. No
All
Kyles.
right. Yeah, we'll call it the Kyles, the business. No, we won't do that, guys. We won't call it the Kyles. Not today. All right. Well, thank you so much for covering Alabamian. I do appreciate you coming on and keeping
Thank you for having me on.
Keeping us fucking entertained.
Anytime.
All right. Later. And Uni. Man.
What's up?
This was a hectic day, man. I ate fucking
We went
at
late,
least
bro.
a pound. I had it at least. First off, all I slept today, I was up all night working on a video, guys. You guys gotta understand, like, my sleep schedule is total YouTube based. Okay, so I sleep and then I get up and work, and then I sleep and then I get up and work. And I was working really, really hard on a video until about like 6:30 in the morning, and then I realized I need to take my son in a couple of hours. So I was like, no point in really going to sleep. I'm just gonna go take him to work, and then I'll come home and take a quick nap. Slept from 10 to 2. That's it. After being up for probably 20 hours, I slept from 10 to 2, and then I got up at 2, went and had like a lunch and then dinner with my family. Ate about a pound of fucking ham and turkey. Came home to this, kicked ass over on the other fucking debate, showed the dude what the fuck time it was in the globe Earth, came in here, wrecked shit in here, had good friends with me, like Recovering Alabamian, like Tau Ceti Alpha, like George, like MC Tune, like Unirock. Go ahead, Unirock. Tell people what you do and where to find you.
Oh man, I'm over at Unirock 2 nowadays, my second channel that I use, and I just make YouTube commentary, and I've been diving into the flat Earth realm for about a year, and I do requests for responses. I responded to a situation today and explained it, so if you guys want to check that out, it'd be tight. But I stream. Team comes and streams with me, and we tear stuff up and call Robbie Davidson and torture him and stuff. It's awesome.
Honestly, I think on Tuesday I'll probably bring you on too, since a lot of my interactions with Flat Earth Conference involved coming home from the conference and jumping on to stream with you immediately following. And I saw all I'll just have you on. We experienced too much. We talked about it too much to not include you in that conversation. So we'll definitely bring you on Tuesday as well. Before you get out of here, can you at least drop your channel link in the chat so that anyone who is watching this will be able to find you?
Oh yeah, dude. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get it. I'll get right on it here because I just closed my stream,
exactly. Ugly German truth. What time would that be? Time to grow the fuck up. Exactly. That's what time it is on the globe Earth. Wotan. Grow the fuck up, dude.
Oh, is that him? Was that old?
Grown ass men should not believe in childish ideas. You need to keep that in mind, Wotan. We stop teaching we start teaching the globe Earth to children. To children, little kids. They understand this. You do not. All right.
There's other ways to find God, bro. It doesn't have to be flat, Wonton.
Yeah, and he doesn't believe in God. He believes in a creator, but not a God.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There's different ways to find a creator, man, without lying to yourself.
He believes in the frogman that poops out little tiny tadpole universes, and they turn into grown frog universes.
Yeah. Alex Jones and his frog theories.
Let me make sure I didn't miss any more super chats or anything from here. Let's see. Nope. Good to go there. Let me make sure I got that last one over here because my computer screen just doesn't.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit 200 likes before we jump out of here. That'd be a good.
Where are we at right now? Where are we at? We can do this.
170. Yeah.
170?
29.
Oh, 170. We need 29 more likes, guys. See, they won't like it because they want to keep me on. They want to hear that sexy voice. But I need to get off, guys. So I'm not getting it. Me leaving tonight is on you guys. Okay? I need 200 likes, guys. 29 of you have not hit like. I know for a fact.
You can do it.
There's one. There's one. We need 28 more. 2 of them. All right. 27 more, guys. Come on. Do it. Do it and I'll give you the fail. Oh, there's 23. Oh no, we need 24. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Let's go. Oh, look at that. 17 more, guys. See, you guys are fucking doing it, guys. This is why I fucking like you. 188. 12 more. What can we do? Can we do 200 likes in one fucking live stream, guys? That'll be the most likes I've had yet. We're at 194. 6 more. 6 more, guys. Let's go. 6 more of you out there have not fucked. 2 more. 2 more.
Yeah. Got it. Just updated for me.